Wait, I gotta start this now. What are you talking about now? Nigga, I've been saying that nigga tasting
that's not what I said.
From the jump, nigga.
I said I'm glad it's a consensus among y'all now, because before
niggas is
it was
stupid.
like 50 and 50. Like every time I would talk to y'all, some of y'all be like, "Oh, well, he's good at this, but not that."
Nah, that's that nigga.
Now.
That's that nigga Doom. That's who that is. That's who that is.
This was my thing. I gotta defend myself. My thing was
nigga trash.
He was more than good enough to just keep shit going while Drew was gone. And he was doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
But this game,
nigga lost to Philly. Who loses to fucking Philly, nigga?
And it wasn't
trash.
Just losing to Philly. It was like, nigga, you blew it. Like they could have won that game
big
easy.
time. And now
Philly played their best game ever.
And now niggas worrying about the Chiefs. Nah, niggas, 2 weeks ago, niggas thought that nigga Taysom was gonna bust the Chiefs' ass. You niggas stupid, bro. You niggas is fucking dumb.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
I'm here to talk today. Fuck that.
Let y'all know the Saints do this shit. If you've been a real Saints fan, every year that we good, they lose to a sorry ass team.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And every time they do that next week they come back to prove the niggas
bust nigga
like,
ass.
Nah, bro, we ain't playing.
We gonna see.
Smoke the Chiefs.
We gonna see, nigga.
Smoke them niggas.
We gonna fucking see. Yo, niggas, we back. This is the vibe I'm on today, man. This is the vibe I'm on today. Hold on. These niggas can't hear yet. Hold on. There we go. This is the vibe I'm on today. Shout out to my nigga Delta D's, man. We back, man. Vacation vibes, nigga. I got the sunglasses on. We out here today, man. The vibe I'm on today, man. Shout out to my nigga Delta. Fucking back, baby. I'm recharged. I'm refreshed. Revitalized. Ready to go. Nigga, we podding, nigga. What's this? Episode 173?
Yeah.
Fuck with us, nigga. You can tell I was on the radio, nigga.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. That nigga smiling. I see that nigga over there, boy. Fuck with me. Shout out to my nigga Delta, bro.
Love, ready up. We running down. We gon' hit the crib. Shorty said she wanna bounce. We could get a drink, baby. We could get an ounce. You would think that bitch is snake the way she fit it in her mouth.
That's my shit.
Girl, you
if a nigga was single, I'd play this shit and be like,
they all look different. So thick that we all might tip them. If I see him,
he said
I
she
gotta
fit it
get
in her mouth.
Look, so tell me where love is at. I get a wedding.
I can't listen to this nigga Delta, man. That nigga Delta put that shit on, nigga. A nigga is not single. He can't be listening to that. Tell him bring all your friends. We are here in the building. One time, let me make some motherfucking noise for my niggas, man. They back in the building. Let me give a round of applause. One time, family is here. Thank you, everybody who's listening out there. We appreciate y'all. How was y'all's vacation, man? I'll start off with Doom, bro. Doom, how you doing, man? You looking fresh off vacay? Do-rag Doom in the building.
Man,
what's up?
been living, man.
What you do this week?
Honestly, bro, just work, man.
Just work?
I kind of chilled this weekend, you know what I mean? But all last week, just working.
Feel that. B, man, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Same thing like Doom, bro. Just been working type shit, you know what I mean? Trying to get a hold of my life. Finally think I got on a good track for once.
I feel that. I had to get away. I needed it. I
feel that, bro.
I was running on fumes. I was dying. Like, shit was, I was doing my job at ESPN and this shit. I was running on fumes, but we back. We're here. I'm fresh shades on. Look, let me say this. I'm pleading the fifth about anything you niggas ask me about Colorado. I'm pleading the fifth. I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all want the real story about what happened in Colorado, just go check out the Twitch or BrosWhoThink, the twitch.tv/BrosWhoThink. We talked about it on the live stream last night. But I will say, Doom, bro, they had them infusions. Them shits is crazy, nigga. That's all I gotta say about that. And I'm pleading the fifth. Oh, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga asking me.
Man, you gotta explain.
The food, the
they got the restaurants out there, bro, and the bakeries and shit. Yeah.
I'm with you.
You with me? Nigga, them shits is crazy, nigga. That shit is wild.
I can't fuck with that shit, bro. I really can't, bro, because like the last time I did that, they got a dispensary out here and they had a bunch of bullshit in the front, like different little candies and treats and shit. So I was like, man, let me try one of these motherfuckers out. Bro, you hit that shit, and as soon as you like let your guard down, like, man, that was some bullshit. is on your ass, bro.
Yes.
And you be gone like on
Yes.
some crazy shit.
Nigga like you in a fucking Cudi music video, bro. I be out of this world, my nigga.
Bro.
Nigga. I was nigga. I swear. I went, nigga, I don't go to sleep at 8 o'clock. I don't go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Nigga, I went to sleep at 8 o'clock for 4 days in a row, nigga. Like, that shit had me, nah, bro.
I believe that shit, bro.
My girl was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, nigga, I'm tired.
This shit crazy. He said, I can't fight this shit no more.
That shit was nuts, bro. That shit was nuts. And then don't mix that shit with like some JMO or some wine. Oh, a nigga was fucking loaded, nigga. I was fucking shway. Like,
see, that's crazy.
That's that night I text y'all I was drunk. If y'all could ask me anything,
I knew it, bro.
Y'all could ask me anything that night, bro. Y'all could ask.
Yo, Lynn is saucy.
I had to get off Twitter. I was on group chat trolling niggas, bro. I wanted you niggas to ask me something. I asked my other group chat. I told them niggas the same thing, and then I was on Twitter. I was like, oh, I need to get off of this. I am drunk. Like,
I'm like, this man is playing a dangerous game right now. Put the phone down, baby.
It be fucked up, bro, because I really do want to know who out there can just, like, eat edibles or, like, that infused food.
Special person. And that's what I was talking about. That infused food is crazy, nigga. Because, like, I didn't even know one of them days. Like, my girl, she was like, let's go eat here. And we didn't know. We just walked in. Shit was crazy.
Oh, the restaurant didn't even tell you?
Oh, I mean, no, she didn't tell me. But then when you when you read the menu, you know what time it is.
The menus be like all types of, you know.
Like it wasn't like, oh, here. Like no. It was it's just when I didn't know what I was getting into when I was going there.
Yeah, all right.
That's where we at.
I thought you meant like you
no. They're like, these niggas drugging you. Hold on.
30 minutes later, that nigga not feeling too good.
No, nigga, it's not like that. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, glad to be back. We got a lot. Let me take the glasses off. That was just fun, just clowning around with my niggas. All right, but yeah, no, we back. We got a lot of good shit coming up. We got a lot of good shit for the new year, the new pitch it season. Gonna be live on Twitch. The league is filling up. I got a lot of unsuspecting people joining our league. We got the live streams coming for the month. We're going to bring these two niggas on the live stream to come talk some shit with me late at night. And then what else we got going on? The YouTube is in full effect. Got the movie is getting made right now. Me and Alex is revitalizing the script. A lot of good shit coming in 2021, ladies and gents. A lot of good shit. But this podcast, we still here. We doing our thing. Let's start off. Brooklyn and both you and Doom, I thought of you guys when I was on the plane. But first off, children should not be allowed to ride on an airplane. Is that too much of a hot take? Like
that is.
Like, no, bro. Look,
it's a hot take, but I know why you say it.
Look,
right.
I know why you say
they need to. All right, at least do this because my girl thought I was crazy. My girl was like, "They're gonna kill you for that." And I was like, "Nah, it's true." They need to do like a separate airline or a separate flight for families.
Niggas said Disney Air. Stop giving these niggas free advice, my nigga. Come on now.
They need
about to have that shit up and running tomorrow.
They need to do them. I can't take it, bro. I get on the flight, I'm chilling, and them niggas just crying. Crying.
And the better thing would be, though, there need to be an airline where it's all adult airline where you gotta be 18.
That would be fire.
Like, I'm down.
Now, you see, I like that idea.
I'm fine with that. But bro, it's just too much, man. Like, they had this little nigga he wouldn't stop crying.
Nah.
And then his little sister just kicking the seat. I felt so bad for the people that was next to me.
That's the worst.
I will say one thing. I think there should be an age restriction.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if, like, we should just say, fuck all them kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Because white
12.
people be wilding, bro. I ain't gonna lie. White people be wilding.
Yeah,
they be bringing 3-month-olds on a fucking... Like, they be going from Boston to LAX with a 3-month-old, bro. White people be wilding, bro. I'm like, come on, my nigga.
Bro, they had a newborn on the fucking flight. I know that baby ears was popping.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I know his ears. Like, bro, that's too much. Like, you niggas is wilding, bro. You niggas with babies, newborns, bringing on flights for fucking.
I know you fucking everybody else day up. I know you know that.
Bro, I was pissed.
They don't know that.
I was hot.
Y'all niggas never felt pain until, like, picture when I was in the military and I deployed to Turkey.
Right.
But one of the stops before Turkey was the base in Germany.
Oof.
And so there was like
bunch of families
moving there. You know what I'm saying? So I was deploying, but it was legit like families just changing duty stations and shit. So it was this family with 2 young ass babies, bro. And I'm talking, nigga, this is an 18-hour flight, my nigga. This baby screamed the whole motherfucking time. I'm like, bro, how is this baby not asleep yet?
That's what bro.
Nigga, I was
18 hours, bro.
I know. I know that feeling. That's like when I went to fucking Europe. Nigga, 12-hour flight. Baby's just crying the whole fucking time. And I thought, and I didn't remember that instance until I was on this flight. And I was just like, nigga, this shit is trash.
Nigga, dude had PTSD before he even got nowhere.
Facts, bro. Look, and this the fucked up thing, bro. So the baby would like scream for like an hour straight before he would chill out again. And so, like, when the nigga would chill out, I'd be like, all right, this is my chance. I'm gonna just fall asleep.
And right when you get there, screaming again.
Bro, so I would fall asleep and I'd be like, all right, I'm good. Like, by the time I wake up, we should be at least halfway there, my nigga.
Nope.
So they got the little screens in front of you in the headrest of the
That's
chair
the worst.
in front of you, and it show you, like, a map.
How long you got?
A picture of the plane flying over the fucking ocean, and they'll tell you, like, yeah, nigga, you got 12 hours left. Bro, I fell asleep and I was in a good ass sleep. I woke up, I was like, bro, that was at least 3-4 hours. That shit was like 30 minutes, my nigga. This nigga screaming, bro. I was like, man, hey, I swear to God, that was the most craziest shit I ever been through, bro. That's what I was saying.
That's why I said babies, kids under 12 years old should not be able to ride.
Nah, see, 12 is wild, bro. 12 is wild.
10 and under, nigga.
Nah, 10.
You gotta be able to hold a full conversation with a nigga. Like,
so 6. It gotta be 6, bro. Yeah. 6 or 5, bro. 10. Bro, I took a flight by myself to Jamaica at like 8, bro. That's what I'm saying. I was like, some of them kids are smart, bro. Like,
all right, well, we could do 8 and under, nigga.
But the thing that be killing me, bro, is the people that be getting on the plane with newborns, bro. Like, there's no way you can't control a newborn, bro.
I feel bad for it, like because my ears was popping like a motherfucker, and I know that little baby. Every time my ears was popping, I knew it was happening to him too. Because he just every time we ascend a little bit, like you know when you fucking coming in and you can't land, so they circling and they gotta dip and then go up, dip then go up, and keeps every time that nigga would dip and go up, my ears would pop, and every time that happened, that baby would go from to I was like, yo, nigga. Caress your child, please.
Bruh, no. Tell me this. Have y'all ever flown and like if you flew with your girl and shit, so you probably sat next to her. But
not going. Coming back, I did.
Okay. Have you ever flown and sat next to a stranger that was scared to fly?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, bro. Too many times, bro.
Like an adult.
Too many times, bro.
No.
Yes,
I never did that.
Bro.
Wait, what happened, nigga? Because I know that was probably crazy.
My nigga. It was one of those times I was going back to Lafayette, bro. I was flying into New Orleans, and it was a chick. I don't know if she was like in Cali or something, but her connecting flight was in Vegas. So she get on and we sit down. You know how everybody putting their bags and shit. And she sit down and she let me know, like, she was like, my nigga, you ever flew before? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, this my first time. She was like, we flew from California over here, but I'm nervous. And it was like a hood ass black girl, bro. And I was like, nah, you straight. Like, it's literally just like riding a bus or some shit.
She started screaming? Please tell me she didn't start screaming.
She didn't know me from, like, we had met each other maybe about 10, 15 minutes before takeoff.
She holding his hand.
Bro, she started grabbing my arm and shit while the plane taking off. I'm like, yo, relax. Like, I could see if she was something.
No, crazy. What happened with me, nigga, I was riding next to a nigga this time going. I told my girl, I said, that nigga had to be on something. Nigga just kept nodding in and out, like just in and out of
like he was on a roller coaster?
Brooklyn, I saw that nigga was on some form of drug of some kind. Nigga, look, sleep and then just up. And the nigga shaking.
That Subway bitch was on. She was fucked up.
Oh, that nigga was toe up, bro. I was just like, Jesus. And then the black nigga,
weird.
The black dude next to him was like, my nigga, if you don't stop shaking.
He's gonna rock his shit.
Hey, and it's nothing worse than when they put
that nigga was pissed. That nigga was masked up. He had the face shield, the goggles, the gloves. That nigga said, if you touch me and shake one more time.
He was end his life.
I only flew one time during COVID, and I was lucky enough both times, the way there and back. You know how there's like 3 seats in the section? both times one of the seats was empty, so we had like a little vibe.
See, that happened going back. But that was me and my girl, so it didn't even fucking matter. But going, I sat next to two niggas, man. But it was tragic, and I disinfected everything. I was just wiping shit down. Niggas was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Nah, nigga, what's wrong with you?" And go ahead, dude.
I flew right after like the little first initial wave when everybody was still scared as fuck.
Back in March.
Nigga, I got on the plane. Niggas would start coughing. The whole plane just
turn. Look,
Nigga, what you doing? What you on, bro?
Oh shit,
shook, bro.
That shit happen all the fucking time. And then before I get to my take,
I love that part, bro.
Before I get to my take about how Lafayette is just fucking ignorant, but what I was gonna say about planes, I was gonna say something about fucking planes. I had it just a couple minutes ago. Fuck, it was bro. Tell me why. When you stop on a plane and it lands, you know them people gonna release you by row. Tell me why everybody in a rush to get up to open them fucking things. Y'all, them inconsiderate niggas, y'all are just the worst. Just sit your ass down till the plane is ready to go. And we gonna fucking leave. They let you out by rows. I don't understand the anticipation.
They just be impatient.
It's even worse when the last time I went to Lafayette, bro, I went from Vegas to Dallas and then Dallas to New Orleans. So my flight from Vegas to Dallas, it was landing, and the nigga get on the intercom, and they start doing their little American Airlines spill, and he was like, "Yo, this flight was running late, so if you know your fucking ass ain't got a connecting flight, sit your stupid ass down, cause we late, and these niggas gotta get on their next flight." And I'm over here looking at my watch like, bro, I got 15 minutes to get
I gotta
to
go. Yeah.
Everybody stood up. They was like, fuck these connecting flight niggas. We trying to get off.
Fuck, I hate them niggas, bro.
Come on, man. These niggas, bro. Niggas be assholes traveling, bro.
That's a fact. Everybody focus on them. Just them alone.
All right. Nobody else.
Let me get on Louisiana's just ignorance level. The amount of intelligence I saw in Denver had to be 5 times the level of intelligence in Louisiana. Niggas refuse.
Long time, bro.
Niggas refuse to wear a mask in New Orleans airport. Niggas gotta beg them. In Denver, if you're not wearing a mask, you looked at like you fucking stupid. Like you got the homeless niggas wear masks in Denver, nigga. Like Louisiana niggas is fucking stupid. I'm so sick of these people that's like, oh, COVID's not real. This is not this. We're not taking the vaccine.
We're not snowflakes. I refuse to take the vaccine.
Niggas is fucking dumb. And I get the people that's like, I don't want to take it right away. I get y'all. But to say we just never gonna take it, come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga.
Take it, man.
Like I'm gonna wait a month. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna wait a month just to see how the first wave of niggas doing. And then if the first wave of niggas doing well, then cool. But when I see the niggas that Pfizer testing got Bell palsy as a side effect, nigga, I can't take that vaccine right away. Nigga, I don't want my face to go. Nigga, if we all came on this pod and all our nigga, nah, that'd be the greatest episode ever. I'd laugh at all of us.
Bro, it's crazy because the FDA approved that shit.
That's a fact.
But like emergency use, but they still approved it.
That's a fact.
That's the shit that's like, bro. Y'all niggas is wildin'. I'm cool, bro. Cause like I'm looking at it, bro, and I know that like it's fucked up. Like I almost hate saying this because it's insensitive to like the people that really did get fucked up from the virus.
Yeah.
But for the most part, bro, everybody I know that got it, they was just like, yeah, man, I was sick, little sore throat, I couldn't taste shit, and then they shook back. I don't know if I'm willing to like potentially give myself something super fucked up that's permanent, like a permanent side effect, just to avoid the COVID. Because I think I could beat that motherfucker if I get it.
Look, I feel the same way. The only person I know that really got fucked up and he's finally doing better is my grandpa. Like that nigga was in the hospital, but like he doing better now. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could, like, I gotta wait at least a month. I gotta wait and see how it affects niggas before I take it. A month is really
nice. I ain't gonna lie, brother. You cute for that. A month, nigga? They gotta give me at least a year research. This nigga said a month.
That's what I'm thinking.
Long-term effects, my brother. I need
because that's 1
to 2 to 3 years of research.
Niggas gonna be popping up a year later with some fucked up shit that's connected to that damn vaccine.
Right. And that's what I was thinking to myself, like, it's it's funny because most people that are like, I ain't taking the vaccine, this and that. And I'm like, your mom got you immunized for measles, mumps, and all that shit when you was a kid, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bro. Yeah. Your family believe in fucking shots.
Or you eat ass, nigga. Like, shut up.
Right. They be putting their face where it don't belong type shit, but they be afraid to... But they doing coke in the bathroom with a stranger. That's
what I was about to say.
But they like, oh no, I don't know that vaccine. They're like, nigga, you just snorted meth, heroin, and a little bit of fucking baking powder, nigga. You just be shoving shit in your nose.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's the white boys that be saying fuck that the Republicans, but the niggas are definitely going to the club in fucking snort lines off the fucking counter of the bathroom like shit ain't nothing. You niggas disgust me.
Y'all seen your boy Donald Trump has finally officially took the L?
That nigga went on a rant on Twitter. He was like, "Nah, it's not real. It's not real. It's
thick right now, bro."
that nigga hurting. That nigga hurting, and it's hilarious. It's just hilarious to see the crumbling of the Trump empire.
I mean, by the time we post this, I mean, it'll be like, you know, the Death Star getting that final hit, bro. This shit finna blow, bro.
Like, that nigga about to be gone. He got a month left officially. A month. It's it. Bro, it's over with.
It's not looking too good.
That nigga, but he doing everything to dismantle the system. It's hilarious. That nigga sending niggas to be executed. This nigga is fucking. What did he do today? Today he like repealed something that caused a big fucking a big stir in I think cybersecurity. Like niggas was getting hacked because Trump turned some shit off, some crazy shit like that. Like this nigga is wilding.
I haven't been paying attention no more, bro.
That nigga wilding, bro. Trump just doing everything. He's like, you niggas didn't vote me? Fine, fuck you. Fuck
crazy.
Y'all.
They need to do something about that though, bro. Because I feel like Trump the only nigga that's gonna take petty to the max.
He is change rules. You're right, bro. He is because he's not gonna leave with dignity.
No, fuck no. He taking this month and he gonna do as much as he can before he get up out of there.
He like, bro, leave with grace. He like, Grace? The fuck is Grace?
Fucking, oh my gosh. And speaking of Grace, yo, what's up? What's up with your man Floyd, bro? What's up with your man Floyd, Doom? What's up with this? This nigga broke? What's up with this nigga, man?
See, I don't think
why he fighting Logan Paul, nigga? What is wrong with this nigga?
I seen a lot of people, they was talking about how what he doing is bad for the sport and it must mean he broke and all this other shit. And I don't think it's that at all. I think he view himself and where he at in his career a little different. Like I think he already know that he, as far as legitimate competitive boxing in the game, he done with that. He retired. And now he know nigga, I still got the health and wealth to keep the money flowing. So he about to take every fucking opportunity. Bro, we not gonna act like he didn't go to China and fight this little
I still thought that was crazy.
And all that shit.
Is LeBron James or is Kobe gonna play rest his soul? Would Kobe play a YouTube nigga and a one-on-one nigga? What are we fucking talking about?
That's two different niggas though. Kobe respect the game. You know what I'm saying? We know that Floyd only cares about dollar sign.
That's embarrassing, nigga.
And he gonna make them fucking dollars fighting this nigga, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas about to tune.
Doom got a good point. I can't lie.
He gonna make money, but y'all don't think that's embarrassing to his legacy?
I don't think he give a fuck about a legacy though.
But you're right. He don't give a fuck about a legacy, but it is tarnishing it for sure.
This nigga got so much on his plate right now between his daughter and what going on with young boy and dealing with it. I'm just being honest. Control your fucking house, nigga.
Hey, he convinced young boy to put them gloves on. That's gonna be the highest grossing pay-per-view of all fucking time, nigga. I guarantee you that.
This nigga Floyd.
That's what he need to do.
But don't he have enough money? It's is there never enough? I know we all have aspirations, but is there a check you can to me, there's checks that I just won't take. And I know I'm not in a position to say that right now because I'm going to take but I can't sell out. That to me, that's selling out.
Yeah. See, I don't know though, man.
So you gonna take any check that they don't have there's nothing.
No integrity. We talking about money making Mayweather.
The thing is though, I could see if this was go fight this nigga for 100 racks or something lil like that. But we talking about he's still getting he gonna get a bag just as big as any of his pro fights.
It's got to just be $1 million minimum, huh? He not getting more than $1 million.
I don't think.
Nah, I think he getting more than $1 million, bro.
He getting more than $1 million.
It ain't no way Floyd showing up for $1 million. That's like $20 to him.
All right, if we find out the splits, when we find out the splits, if it's
a different conversation if it's something cheap.
If it's under 10 mil, can we look at that questionable?
Hell yeah.
10 mil is still a bag to him.
Okay, if it's 5 and under.
If Floyd want to make it just a 1-round deal, he can do that. I really think he can knock this nigga out.
Oh, I don't and that's not and see, I agree with you. I'm not questioning the outcome of this match. Floyd better wash the floor with this white dude, man. Floyd, and I'm not talking defensive Floyd, like, ooh, I'm not taking a hit. No, this nigga needs to knock this nigga out. Like, that's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, he may still knock him out, but it's still gonna be him. He's not gonna fight a different fight.
I'm not paying to watch this nigga just dance around.
It's gonna be a long ass fight, and then he gonna knock that nigga out when he get tired.
I'm gonna just wait for the clip.
That's what he gonna do. He gonna do like he did with Conor. He gonna let him.
Yeah,
niggas think like, oh, this might be a fight, and then 4th, 5th round, he about
knock that nigga out,
man up.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that,
bro.
I'm not paying for that shit.
I ain't paying for it, but I'm gonna for damn sure stream the fuck out of this motherfucker. I tell you that.
I'm gonna be wilding on the 7 seas of the internet, pirating, nigga. That's a fact. Yo, okay, so they got a lot of shit that happened while we were away. Let's start off with music, I guess. Y'all fucked with that Kid Cudi album?
I did.
I do.
Y'all fucked with it?
I did.
I
seen everybody.
I think it wasn't in the right mind state, so you can't count for this week. You wasn't in your natural habitat.
This
yeah, that definitely wasn't vacation music. So if you peep that while you
that's what I'm saying. I can't take. I'm gonna let you come back to it. I'm gonna give you a week.
Yeah,
you
gotta revisit it, man.
I ain't fuck with that. I'm just gonna
you gotta wait till your girl piss you off and you feeling a little down and go back to it. Revisit it, man.
All right, bet. I feel like it's driving music though. Like late night.
He got some joints, bro. And what's crazy is I was like being Kid Cudi got the reputation of being the type of nigga he is. Like we all know he the depressed nigga in the game.
That's a fact.
And I'm reading through the track list and I'm like, all right, I see what this is. He had a song on that bitch called Sad People. And I kind of avoided just because I was like, man, I'm in a good little space. I don't want to feel too depressed, nigga. Like, skip over that one. Sad People ended up being the hardest one. Like, it's a whole bop, bro.
Real.
He's talking about some depressing shit, but it's like, it's hard. And
okay, let me ask y'all, is this more Man on the Moon 1 or Man on the Moon 2? In terms of, I'm not talking in terms of sound. I'm just talking in terms of quality.
It's
probably
2?
2 was the better one to me. The Man on the Moon 1.
Oh, 1 is okay. Me and Lynn on the same page. 1 is better.
What is wrong with this nigga, dude, man? Wait. What is wrong with this nigga, bro?
2 was crazy, bro. Y'all not about to do that to 2.
I didn't say. I'm saying which one's a better project.
I'm not saying 2 is bad. I fuck with 2.
Man on the Moon 1 was what broke him, but I think 2 was better.
Oh,
and I think the reception of 2 was better.
Oh, you smoking, nigga? What is wrong with you?
I'm telling you, what did 1 have besides Day and Night?
What? Oh, hold on. Soundtrack to My Life.
That Willie went crazy.
Intergalactica? Come on, bro.
Soundtrack to My Life went fucking crazy. That's the I know money can see something out of me.
He's wilding, bro.
Heart of the Lion was hard as fuck.
Yep.
Sky Might Fall.
Yep.
Fucking Mr. Solo Dolo 1. Fucking Higher with Chip the Ripper. Up it, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga? What
y'all crazy.
Happiness.
Comment song on there too.
Make her say. What is wrong with this nigga, bro? What is wrong with this nigga, dude?
Bro.
Go to Man on the Moon 2.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Tell me that wasn't a better album.
I'm about to.
Number one is one of those albums where it's like it holds a special spot because of what it was at that point.
Number 1.
2 was a better album.
All right, number 2 got Mojo So Dope.
Right.
Got Erase Me.
Over Marijuana.
All right, I'll count Marijuana. Mojo So Dope. Erase Me. That's 3. Wildin' Cause I'm Young. Mr. Rager. What else?
Trapped in My Mind. It's hard, man. That to me, cause I know like those type of albums when you look at that, that's like the Carter one. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like that album was crazy and it broke Wayne. But we know that ain't his best.
Ooh, see, I'm not letting you do that. I'm not letting you do that. Like, I'm not letting you do that because
this is still on movie tracks to this day. Right?
Man on the Moon 2 is not the Carter 2. Fuck no.
Come on now.
Fuck no.
It's not. I ain't saying that.
No, but I'm not letting you do that analogy because it's not like
I'm saying with the way, like with what the Carter 1 was. No matter what, we hold it as like the Carter 1 was that shit. But then when you look at it in comparison to the rest of his discography, musically, it's not the best.
I don't
talking
know.
Wayne.
Yeah,
I think Man on the Moon 2 was his best project musically. Not sales, not reception, not what broke him.
The songs were just better on one.
I don't know. But I mean, I can see.
We'll put up a poll.
That argument.
Y'all let us know which one is better, Man on the Moon 1, Man on the Moon 2. We're going to do a poll on the Twitter. Y'all let us know when y'all hear this. I think this nigga Doom is crazy.
I think he is too. I'm leaving that alone.
Yeah, this nigga always
I'll accept that.
He never fails to shock me. He never fails. I wanted to shout out that nigga Rory. Rory put out an album this week. It's called hold on, I got it in my recently added. It's just called Rory. I thought it was super dope. That's Meek Mill's artist, and I'm a big fan of Rory. And if you like R&B, that trap soul type shit, that's a really good album to check out. I think that's all. Jack Harlow dropped. I thought it was cool. I didn't really jam it, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro. All right, so I downloaded it and shout out to Krista because I had the same kind of thought when I listened to this shit. I'm like, this nigga making Madden music, bro.
No, that's Doom. That's Doom take. Doom be saying niggas make Madden music.
This shit is. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. Don't get me wrong. I didn't go into it with like high expectations, but I was like, let me just see what Jack got. And I was like,
I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't nothing fire.
I like Jack Harlow though.
I do too.
Like I'm with you. I don't think he not no rap great, but
make decent music.
Definitely surpassed what I expect from him.
That's a fact.
Like,
that's why I'm at with it.
Be this little one hit after what's popping, that would have been it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he got some shit. I fuck with him.
He did, but Brooklyn makes a great point. A lot of that was Madden music though. But but they got some gems in there that's worth it. Yo, they say Ashanti ducking the smoke, man. Doom, what's up, bro?
Ducking her, bitch. She ducking that bitch, bro.
She ducking.
I'm not gonna let you do that, Ashanti.
She had to start coughing and shit. Hey, tell him my results came back positive. All right, you gotta get the playlist together first.
Oh shit.
That's what it was. She started peeping Keisha discography and was like, hold on.
You should have been peeped it though, bro. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't have accepted this fight. Looking at it now, like after my girl didn't talk me down, Doom didn't talk me down, all the women on Twitter didn't talk me down.
My girl, bro. Keisha, like, you could ask any of these niggas, bro. Back in the gap when I used to do like my last call shit, I would throw the Keisha with Miss Yelly in there as the last call song. What? Stop playing. Keisha got hits, bro.
Keisha might win. I might have changed. I think Ashanti got 7 rounds. I think she wins 7 rounds only.
Y'all remember that era in time where it's like niggas was like before the smartphones and shit, when niggas had the song on the voicemail and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Every girl you called had the motherfucking Keisha Cole on that motherfucker.
A lot of them did. That's a fact. That's the ringback tone. Yo, I forgot about that. Niggas would call and you hear that.
And it was always Keisha Cole. And bro, the crazy thing is, like, you know how, and I noticed this is a common theme in verses, and I think they do it on purpose. So I'm noticing the matchups are always, it was kind of like with the Jeezy and Gucci shit. Jeezy had the bigger radio hits. Like if we judging off of radio and charts and shit like that, Jeezy was who you was rocking with. If that was your metric for judging a fight. But then Gucci, bro, all the street niggas was fucking with Gucci. And I feel like that world exists with women and R&B too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Ashanti's
so
like
Ashanti, she got the radio joints. I'm not arguing that.
She got is the radio joint.
Yeah, that's all she got.
We talking radio hits, Ashanti got that. But all the real bitches, they fuck with Keisha Cole, bro.
That's true. That's true. But see, it's interesting. The verses they got to, because that's not gonna happen until January. The Keisha one, because they had to push it back to let Ashanti, pass the COVID regulations and whatnot. But they doing E40 and Too Short to end out the year.
I like that.
That's hard.
That's gonna be hard. That's a salute to the West Coast and the Bay Area. That's gonna be fire. Like, and I feel like a lot of young niggas gonna learn shit.
The West Coast niggas gonna be going crazy.
Yeah, they will.
I'm telling you, bro. Out here, bro, E40 is a god.
That's what I was about to say. I think E40 gonna win. Even though Too Short is like a god in the Bay Area as well, but it's just like, I don't know, man. E40, when you tell that to a certain age of niggas from the South to the West Coast, E40 just ring off different. Like, my pops is in love with E40. Crazy. Yeah. Like, niggas of that age fuck with E40. Heavy. And I can see why. And you from the area where niggas fuck with Exhibit, too. That's another one.
Yeah. They, like, them West Coast niggas, they ride for their niggas, bro.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna tell you that.
I mean, y'all do, too?
Actually, last night, I was, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Boosie would still be going if it wasn't for y'all niggas.
The difference, though, and this could be just because I'm biased and I got my Louisiana goggles on, but I feel like Boosie actually, like, he ran shit outside of Louisiana, too. These niggas,
you're not gonna do that to E40 and Too Short.
No. I'm not talking about E40. I'm just meaning the Bay Area niggas.
Oh, okay.
Bay Area niggas will hold these random niggas I never even heard of.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
They like goated status just because they from the Bay.
I agree with that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, because I thought you was about to say E40 and Too Short. I was like, nigga, you tripping.
Go in the Bay and tell a Bay Area nigga that Andre Nicotina is trash. Them niggas will shoot you, bro.
Yeah, that's.
And I never heard of Andre Nicotina before I came out here.
All right, coming from a nigga who cannot be biased because he came from New York, I didn't know who Fox was. I knew who Webby was, and we knew who Boosie was.
Well, Fox not even.
Nigga, Fox is whack. They gonna shoot you, bro.
No, they not. Fox is whack, nigga.
They not tripping on Fox.
We not tripping over Fox, nigga.
They ain't tripping on Fox.
Well,
I might even give you Level. Level was rocking hard too.
Fox's ass.
Yeah, Fox caught a few.
Well, I didn't know who Level was neither. Didn't know who he was. Didn't know none of these. Like, I'm telling you, Boosie, Webby, and Kevin Gates. And I guess you can count YoungBoy now. That's the only artist that niggas outside of this area know that came from Louisiana.
That's a fact.
And I say Currency, because Currency is like Currency got. I forgot about
Currency. I was thinking ignorant people, and so Currency slipped my mind.
Niggas fuck with Currency hard.
Heavy, yeah, bro, because he got that low rider smoker culture going on, whatever. Yeah, so but E40 Too Short, good for the West Coast niggas. Happy for y'all. I'm gonna definitely be watching that versus. Not gonna be drama though. It's gonna just be a lot of love, and I'm more for the verses that has the drama, that has like the beefs. They're not gonna be no beefs in this.
Yeah, this one definitely gonna be one of those verses where it's just a celebration.
Yeah, where it's just like everybody's happy and it's not like a battle.
Do we expect
digging up each other and shit?
Hate from the Ashanti and Keisha Cole one though? Do we?
I expected like some cattiness.
Yeah,
just
it's
like
not
some
a straight out beef, but
just like you remember when Patti LaBelle was with Gladys Knight and they had like the little pettiness. Just like women, just like some women catty shit, or like with Babyface and Teddy Riley, where Babyface was like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm sunning you." Like I fuck with that type of shit. I fuck with that energy, that negative energy.
I think Keisha would definitely bring it. Like I don't know what Ashanti gonna do. Ashanti probably gonna do whatever.
Keisha bringing all the snide comments.
Yeah,
all the little. Yeah, I sang this. I wrote this. Like, oh, that's how she gonna keep doing. Yeah, by myself. No Ja Rule. No what's that nigga name? No Irv Gotti. None of that. Me, Keisha, just me in here right now. Written for big artists, nigga. You take songs from other niggas, not me.
Right.
I'm Keisha Cole, bitch.
You got Irv help? Nah, that's already too much of an advantage.
That's what I'm saying. Look, Keisha gonna talk that shit. I'm ready for it. But what else we got? All right. They got on that nigga Academics. They got on that nigga Academics in Clubhouse. They got on his ass. I'm in the Clubhouse. I told y'all niggas I can send y'all the invite. Y'all can get in. You niggas didn't say nothing, so that's on y'all.
Man, send that. I feel like I'm missing everything, bro.
Look, and all right, now that I've been in Clubhouse, it's cool, but it's not like when you're not in it, it's like, damn, everything's going on in here. But when you in it, it's like, I'll go check sometimes. But yeah, I'll send y'all the invite. It's not, you ain't miss nothing. But they got on Academics' ass though. What you saying, dude?
No, I was just gonna say, like, my thing with Clubhouse is I feel like every big talking point as far as like just shit going on in the culture.
That's come from
It's
that.
always the conversation from Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like
A lot of that has
feel
happened.
Like niggas need to get in it because like that Kevin Hart shit that started in Clubhouse.
It did.
Everybody was talking about that. You
The little baby shit that we're gonna talk about in a little bit. The conversation about men started in Clubhouse.
Yeah,
about sex workers and shit.
You gotta fill me in with what happened with Act because I know
it's okay. So basically, it's what we always talk about how Act should be held responsible for the shit he be doing with beefs and shit. Meek called him out. Meek was like, you did this shit in Philly. You didn't post them niggas till they had a beef with me. You trying to start violence. And if something happened, you could get arrested for this. You should be getting arrested for this. Guap Dad was getting on his ass about the same thing. And then 21 Savage was like, that's not as hard. Like 21 Savage was kind of capping, was kind of like taking up for him and shit. And Act was just basically arguing that like, I only post what niggas send me or whatever. And Meek, I didn't post that because I don't post you no more.
21 got something. That's weird.
It was just a bunch of that. I think 21 Savage was just trying to protect his relationship. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I was. I think 21 got some explaining to do, but I think it has something to do with that. Yeah,
that's all it was. And it was just basically a bunch of niggas getting on Act about what we have been saying for weeks.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, cause I see a lot of niggas like, and I was talking with Chris about this, and like he kind of brought up the point that you can't really be mad at Act because that's what Act built his whole brand on.
Me and Chris talk about this quite often.
It's niggas that brought him to the spot that he at,
True.
which I agree with to some degree. You know what I mean? Like I do think that like, okay, Act made his brand around doing the shit that he do, and the culture responded positively to it, which is what elevated him to the Complex deal and being one of the biggest YouTube shits, and he got the biggest social media pages in the culture. Like, so I agree with that to some degree, but I do think like at some point
I'm with you.
You hold a certain responsibility to the shit that come out on your platform, and
Facts.
when you reach a certain level, you got to understand that you have that responsibility.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Because they could charge him if they wanted to. They really could.
And I think they should, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I was saying that the last time we potted. I was saying, like, bro, if, like, when they charge niggas to accessory to a murder, like, nigga,
it should be on there.
If I pull up to the gas station and I got the car running outside while you go rob that motherfucker, I didn't rob it, but, nigga, I helped out. So, nigga, I'm getting charged, too.
Right.
And the reason why he not is because they doing the Vlad shit. It's like Vlad is fucking giving these niggas information, and it's come out. So it's like Act might not be doing it to the Vlad level, and I don't think he is. But
I think nobody do it like Vlad.
Yeah, nobody does it like Vlad. But like that's why he's not getting charged 1,000%. Because then if you charge him, if it sets a precedent in law, if you charge him with that, then it's like. How many more members of
everybody else?
Yeah, charging members of the media. Because it could be said that the media provokes a lot of gang, like a lot of gang stuff in like different cities and whatnot. And like that's where the blurred lines comes in.
Well, but the issue is when it's like white media, nobody expect these niggas to give a fuck about our culture or give a fuck about the niggas in the culture. Too. But when you act, nigga, you are part of the culture. Why would you be contributing to the destruction of our shit?
Oh no, I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000%.
That's the difference. Like, and I like, cause you're right. Like, they could go to a lot of niggas in the media and be like, "Oh, you did this and that," but we know they ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
we know that.
And that's why that's my problem with Act.
And he don't like Act is like, all right, nigga, this shit gonna get me 1 million hits. I don't give a fuck if somebody die tomorrow because of it. I'm posting this shit.
Yep, 1,000%.
And that's the problem. That's the fucking problem.
I agree with that. I don't deny that at all. And and it's just like it's gonna be interesting to see how he moves now that he's not at everyday struggle. It's gonna be interesting because he didn't
get more nasty.
To me, he didn't utilize his power at the time to get the show. That was a long-standing show. No. He should have left Complex, or he should have done something different and got a show for him, not the remnants of everyday struggle with him and Joe did. He should have did something different, but I digress. And we're going to see how he moves, because it's going to be interesting to see if Act gets another show from like a major corporation and not just his Twitch.
do you, especially now, like with this shit happening, do you think anybody would be willing?
I don't think it.
I don't think so. I don't see Revolt doing it.
Think so.
I don't see Revolt doing it. I don't see Spotify doing it. I don't see Apple doing it. I don't see a lot of people doing it. So it's like, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what he does next.
I think his only hope is to pray that Twitch reach out and try to get him to do some exclusive.
Oh, he's probably
Twitch.
A partner. That I can see that
He's
happening.
probably begging them to do some shit.
Because the way Twitch works is like right now, I'm an affiliate, and you can make money when you're an affiliate, but you can't make as much until you're a partner. And Act has to be a partner. There's no way.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, there's like certain people. I want to say like Logic is.
Oh, that has exclusive deals with Twitch. Yeah,
that's like
Ninja.
They can only have their content on
Twitch.
And
yeah,
they get paid
bank
to that.
Yeah,
you know
that's a
what I mean?
fact. He might get that.
Yeah, Act only hope is that because I can't see any other like network or anybody like that trying to reach out.
It'd be dumb as hell,
especially after the Chrissy Teigen shit.
From what I heard, Complex, like they had to police this nigga a lot on the shit he was doing outside of Complex. Like they would hit him up like, "Yo, this shit you post on your page and this
take
shit,
that down."
Yeah, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, nigga. They got that nigga. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to him. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Who knows what's gonna happen to that nigga Act? But we shall see. Speaking of new shows, you know they giving that nigga Stephen A. Smith a new show at Disney Plus, like another sports show
on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask y'all. What y'all think about that? I have a guess at what it's gonna be. My bet is it's gonna be an interview show. Like he's gonna interview like the biggest names in sports because there's no other show I could see Stephen A. Smith doing on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah, that's weird.
What are you gonna do?
He's gonna be him and like Shaq and like him and like he gonna be interviewing like Ernie Johnson and shit. It's gonna be like him interviewing the most lovable people in sports.
He might get like the Kyries, or he might utilize his relationship.
Kyrie,
like, him and Kyrie got a relationship.
Kyrie just got in trouble for ducking the media. What you talking about, bro?
I know.
I know. For the kids.
I know, but he might. I'm just saying that's the type of shit I think Stephen A. Smith should get. That's the type of things I expect to see. Like when you say Stephen A. Smith in Disney Plus giving a show,
it's not gonna be the toxic niggas, bro. Come on, he gonna be in there interviewing Steph Curry and his wife like on the set of her cooking show. Come on, bro. Ain't gonna be no toxic niggas like John Wall and Kyrie Irving that be ducking the media. Come on, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that to John Wall, man. Don't do that to gang signs.
John Wall throwing up gang signs and shit. Nah, bro. All them goofy ass niggas not getting on Disney Plus.
That nigga's a savage. He ain't going on Disney Plus.
Right, bro. That's like I started playing the My Team shit recently, and I ran across the Sean Stevenson. I'm thinking to myself like they really used to have some gangster ass niggas in the league, bro. Like the Sean Stevenson was really like some murder ass nigga who played 3-and-D. Like that was it, bro.
The Rasheed Wallace, Zebo, all them niggas,
right,
man.
Bro.
Them niggas was real. Like John Wall is the
league, bro.
John Wall is the last of it. Yeah, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, all them niggas, man. Them niggas was wilding, bro. They was real.
They took running gun to a whole new level, bro.
Look at this nigga. This nigga is crying. This nigga got funny jokes on in here, bro. That's crazy. Nigga said running gun. Gilbert Arenas. Oh shit. Oh man. All right. Let's see. We got Stephen A. Smith. Oh, Lil Wayne sold his masters. Lil Wayne for $100 million. I think I think that was a desperate play. And I ain't see nobody say that, but I think it's because that nigga got arrested and he wanted to make sure his family could have money. That's what it was.
I think this is the same thing of him piggybacking off of the Trump thing. Is like that didn't work. He not getting the pardon, so now he's like, what else can I do to prevent me from going
broke?
Not O.J. Simpson. MC Hammer broke.
Yep, that's what I think it is. Because like $100 million is not enough for Wayne's catalog. If I'm being honest,
he shortchanged himself, bro.
It's not. He shortchanged himself, but he didn't have no other option.
Right.
He have no other option, especially since he got a $20 million lawsuit against him right now from his manager, from his former manager, not Cortez. It's the nigga that helped him get out the Birdman suit.
Right.
So
I knew that was gonna happen, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Doom, how you feel about it? Because you look perplexed over there about Wayne, man. He going to jail, Doom, and I don't think he could take 10 years. I do not think he could take 10. Wayne better do 1 year in probation. He better try to get that.
See, my thing with Wayne, bro, is that you look at every other nigga that's in that, like, cause you know the spot where Wayne at on the all-time rap list, there's only a handful of niggas in that category.
Yep.
Right.
And none of the other niggas go through the bullshit that Wayne go through.
Oh yeah, he aging the worst.
Like, it just hurt me to see that because Wayne is like, he Wayne, but
You gotta be honest.
Wayne,
We gotta be
I hate Lynn
like,
so much.
We gotta be honest. Why can't we be honest? Like, Doom is right. I'm one of the biggest Lil Wayne fan, but like, bro, he is aging the worst. Like,
Jay is though.
This don't happen to Jay-Z. This not happen to even Eminem. It's not happening to him.
Even Diddy. None of them niggas is aging. No. I'm actually taking his side for once. All these niggas is aging very gracefully.
Gracefully.
There is nothing graceful about Wayne's descendants.
Nothing.
Nothing, bro.
Why is that nigga traveling with coke to Miami with a golden gun? What? Why, nigga? Why?
He got that modded gun on Modern Warfare.
Bro, go get your coke in Miami, nigga. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Thing, bro. It's something about Louisiana niggas, bro. They just can't let go of being ignorant. My nigga, you are worth too much. You have done too much. You have contributed too much to be doing this stupid ass shit. I don't understand, bro.
You too old. Like, this nigga is not at 20.
And it hurt me.
40, bro.
Because this shit, outside of rap, that hurt his rap legacy, bro.
Facts,
it does. Like, this nigga is the intro
whole
song.
work.
This nigga is the intro song to one of the biggest sports shows in America. Yet he is on a plane with coke and a golden gun to get
going to Miami, bro. Like, that's the craziest part, nigga. You going to Coke City and you got coke with you? Nah. Explain yourself, my nigga.
That's because that nigga couldn't last the bus ride over there without it.
That's what it was.
He needed it, bro. That nigga's a fucking fiend.
Them withdrawals kicking his ass. They kicking his ass. That nigga he can't kick it. He can't. and look, this isn't funny. It's true. He can't kick it, and that's why his dreads looking bad.
That is why his dreads looking bad, bro. I'm telling you, all of this connect. Care himself, yeah, bro.
All of this connect. I just want better for him. I want better for. I think all of his fans want better for him than he wants for himself, which is a problem.
Fact.
Like, and we always try to hold Wayne to the Jay-Z level, to the M level, but everything he does takes him out of that level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just how young he got into it that, you know, like when he got to a certain point, he started making bad decisions, and now them bad decisions coming back to haunt him. That's true.
That is very true. I hope he don't go to jail for 10 years, man. I really do hope he don't. I really hope he gets probation.
That shit will hurt.
In a year. Because, like, 10 years, he better not come out rapping. He better just sit down for a little
bit. He gonna come out rapping, bro. Yeah. You ready for the Carter 6? Come on now. Y'all play too much, bro.
10 years, my nigga.
Sorry for the wait.
Nigga, 10 years, I'm gonna be 36 years old. I'm not listening to that shit, nigga.
Bro, you listening to that shit, bro. You lying, bro.
Got a 10-year joke.
10 years, nigga.
The thing is, bro, in 10 years, how old is Wayne now?
Wayne is 40, nigga. That nigga gonna be 50. Yeah.
We still listening to Jay.
Bro, you can't come out.
Nigga, don't do that. Don't Brooklyn, don't do that to my legend. This nigga is...
Jay is a legend.
No, Jay, nigga, wait. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Wayne, as much as I love Wayne, you know damn well Wayne is not about to put out no full level material. Don't do that to my nigga. Don't put him in that position to where you expect when he's 50, we gonna get some. No, that nigga gonna be talking about, I did a bid, doing my lean. Nah, nigga, stop it. Just sit down. Sit down.
So y'all telling me right now. Y'all telling me.
Wait.
On December 13th. Y'all telling me right now that in 10 years, if he drops some fire and I listen to it, y'all lying, bro. Y'all listening to that shit, bro. Y'all lying, bro.
I'm a peep, but I'm a know that it's trash before I press play.
I'm saying.
All right, but Lynn was saying it was too far. He said, I'm not going to listen. He's lying, bro.
Fuck that, nigga. Bro. I'm not listening. That nigga coming off a 10-year bid, 50 years old. Nigga, fuck no.
The bar is going to be immaculate, bro. What is you saying, bro?
Were the bars immaculate the first time he did a bid? When he got out?
Fuck,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about, nigga?
They were terrible. But y'all Louisiana niggas, what you mean, bro? You gotta ride for him to the death.
Nah, I can't. I mean, me and Doom be just honest. We're just honest fans. Like, I'm not doing that. Nigga was horrible when he got out of jail.
I'm
He
telling
going triple platinum.
I got a spot for Wayne that nobody can ever take in the rap game.
That's a fact. I'm with you.
Literally, he is forever locked
in that spot. Yep,
like,
I'm with you.
Concrete #1 spot in my book. If we talking all time, my favorite rappers. But he ain't. Especially if he go sit down and jokes for 10 years. Hey, bro.
I ain't expecting nothing.
Trash.
I'm not, and not just not expecting. I have low expectations. I'm not just gonna have no expectations. No, I have low expectations.
Come on, now y'all listening to that though.
What could Wayne rap about at 50 though?
He gonna hit after getting out of jail. What are you gonna tell niggas?
With that 444, man.
The only way it works is if he tell niggas all that shit he was doing with the lean and shit was wrong. If he give us like a redemption album of like, yeah, all these drugs, all this shit led to my downfall. That's the only way I fuck with it.
So Carter 6, semicolon, the redemption. Y'all listening to that right now. Listen, I'm already on the PR team for Wayne. Y'all ain't even know. Thank y'all for the ideas.
That's the only way I'm listening.
Carter 6 gonna be fire, bro. Y'all listening to that.
The only way is if it's some shit like that. But if it's him still doing pulling up, drinking the lean with the Zan.
Bro.
No.
I just got out. You know, first day out.
I'm fucking bitches.
First day out. Come on,
he in this with he fucking bitches. No, nigga. Sit your 50-year-old ass down.
First day out, bro.
With your fucking
10 years later. Come
with
on,
your fucking RD, nigga. Go take your Viagra and sit your ass down, nigga. Because there's no way that dick work after all that cocaine and lean, nigga. Sit your fucking ass down. 50, sit your fucking ass down.
First of all, when have y'all been allowed to go this hard on Wayne? I'm confused. What's going on today?
It's just the truth.
Like, we just keep it in a bean.
Y'all fed up. It sounds like y'all fed up with him.
Yes. We have to be honest, like, because that's the thing. If me and Doom weren't honest, we would be biased fans, and that's not what we are. That's not what we are. And it's like I am such a fan of this man, and I appreciate what he has done for my life so much that I gotta be honest when he fucking up. I gotta be. Just gotta be. That's just where we at with Lil Wayne. Crazy. We did a deep dive. Didn't expect that to happen. But all right, yeah, we just got a couple more topics left. Oh, I wanted to shout out Chance. He dropped the best raps I've heard from him in months, in years. He dropped it on Twitter, a little freestyle. Let me cue that up. I'll play that shit. I'll play it. Fuck it. Because we can play it. That's not on no streaming service.
No, I seen something saying that he dropped new tracks, but I didn't know it was on Twitter. I was looking at all the wrong places.
Yeah, it's definitely on Twitter. That nigga dropped it like it was. Watch, here you go. Hold on, here we go.
I never heard it yet.
Here we go. New Chance the Rapper.
Return of the gifted gifter, the secret Santa grab bag sifter, the Grinch sled hanging off the ledge deadlifter, the best thrifter, the tear jerker, the Santa's little help employee of the year worker, the smile bringer, the joy inside the child lingers, the boy inside the crowd proud, he's a loud singer, the whole choir, the bow tie, the snow plow and the snow tires, the coat buyer, the all you shouldn't have her, the Birkin bagger, the gifted rapper. They told me it's the thought that counts, but really it's the count that matters. Accountant hacker, bank amount counting backwards, 1,000 smackers. It's the return of Kris Kringle, the piss singles, that shit tingles. Sending checks twice cause the name's on the list wrinkle. My chips Pringle, my chips bingo, my green mingo, yo green mean slow. It's the young born again, good hood ornament with a little chicken like a Cornish hen. Amazon ordering, Cohiba importer, evergreen watering. Rapping all night, will he ever bring the chorus in? Fireplace bright like I threw 10 menorahs in. 10 more Canaras and a whole fucking forest in. I'll buy the doll in the mall that the store is in. I'll hide the presents in the dresser in the drawer it's in. My dog doing moves, he said this shit is on the floor again. Feds was on his trail, but he got 50 names in Oregon. I bought cases bigger than the suits that you see Lori in. James still sitting, but I'm sending a DeLorean. Look, it's Mr. Christmas bonus. Mr. made his brother's bands. Mr. Nicholas Jonas. Mr. Big Cojones, but bigger heart, that's where the homeless home is. The Home Alone kid. It's the return of Kevin McAllister. The Swiss Mister. The hot chocolate mixer. The gets pictures. The big cousin Mister. The quick fixer. The Wiz Oz big blizzard. The big gifter.
Get that man his props, man. That man ain't sound like that in a long time, man. Get that man his props. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And when I heard that, I had to retweet it. I had to say it. I was like, yo, I ain't hear that in forever. Like when he got
that's hard.
That beat was dumb. And see, I wanted to bring this up because even though when it came out, he was rapping about Christmas, there's a difference between making a song and making it sound digestible and making it relatable and making it pop and making it punch and making it sound good, and you can still rap about whatever you want, but him doing that is different than what he did with the I love my wife shit. Like that, like it's
that shit, bro.
It's two different sounds.
Ooh, I love my wife. And what's that shit that he did with he did that holy shit with Justin Bieber? He was wilding, bro. He was wilding, bro. I was like, no, this is not what it is.
I'm glad he got back to his roots because that shit was hard. That shit was hard. Bro. Like, I got to get that nigga his props because, like, I shit on that nigga hard. Big time.
And I still will because he be giving us them Wendy's raps.
What you saying, Doom? You know why you like that?
I was saying I fuck with that because I feel like it's not Chance trying to slip into that, like, trap sound.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's like when niggas like Chance do that, that's the same as like niggas going pop to me.
Yep.
Because you not that. Like, stick to that bag that you
and that's why I fuck
saying?
with it. And that's why I was talking about them lyrics, because it's like he's still himself, but it sounds like the old him. It sounds like he tapped into what he lost, and like he got that soul back. I don't know. It felt different. Like hearing that beat, hearing him still doing his weird rap style, whatever, in his lyrics. That don't matter. The way that sounded and the way that felt different than that last album. It did.
And that flow and the melody, that gave me acid rap vibes.
Right. Same. And then when he hit the singing at the end of his raps, I was like, oh, he back. Yeah. That's him. So had to shout Chance out for that. All right, I got us with this to before we get to the Phareaux interview. I got a couple things. Yo, how do you feel about your girl walking in the bathroom while you pissing or shitting? It's the fucking worst.
It doesn't bother me if I'm pissing.
I'm fighting. I'm cool. I just like privacy, man. When I'm using the fucking bathroom, go do your hair in the other bathroom.
That actually happened often. You know what I'm saying? Like the way my bathroom is designed, it's like we got the shower and the sinks and shit, and then the actual toilet it got a separate door and shit.
Oh, see now that you killing.
So
shit.
like that don't really happen a lot. So like if I'm sitting, the door closed.
Opulence. You hear this, Brooklyn? You hear this nigga? This nigga got another dough. Well,
he rich, bro. I already knew that, bro.
Me and Brooklyn shitting in the same bathroom where the toilet and the fucking shower is, nigga. That's why
he got a whole separate shit, bro. He got a whole separate shit. Like
nigga, I love this. My nigga Doom is killing it. So he don't relate to that.
That ain't the case.
He does not relate to this. Bro. Brooklyn, I don't understand.
He far away from the crow. I don't gotta listen to him. He over there being modest.
Yeah, he is.
That's a fact. A long way from the crow.
That's a fucking fact. Oh shit! But look, I'm just letting you, all my niggas out there that have their girl in their house and they just want to just shit in peace and piss in peace. I'm there with y'all. I'm right there with y'all. That's me. I want the door closed. Don't come in here. Let me pee. Let me do my thing. I want to look on TikTok, look on Twitter, nigga, while I piss and shit. Let me just do my thug thizzle. Fuck. Like, that's what I'm trying to get done. And then, what else I got? I got the final thing I got for us this week is, why can't niggas keep their dick in their pants? Why did Lil Baby go pay that porn star $16K?
That nigga's hilarious, bro.
Why, bro? Why? Like, and I don't have a problem with sex workers. Go do that. If that's your thing, do your thing. But my nigga, you are on a level to where you should have had that bitch sign an NDA. He's
right. You over here paying for pussy. How you Lil Baby and you paying for pussy?
That's my thing.
That's the part that's got me all kinds of flabbergasted. He got me feeling like Stephen A. Like,
but see, he kind of ugly though. That.
Well, but we know he ugly though. He know he ugly. But I'm worth millions, bitch.
I respect the hoes then. Fuck that. I'm not fucking your ugly ass, nigga. Give me 16 bands.
You know what? When we look at it from her perspective, Cisco get the bag. You're right. Yeah. That nigga ugly. You're right. If we use her perspective, she definitely took the dough.
I fuck with that.
My thing is, if you gonna do that, like, make sure the female fire. Like, she wasn't even like 16
top notch
worthy to me.
No, she was not. She was.
And shout out. That's not hate. Shout out to sis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get your coins. Yeah, we not
Lick
hating on that.
nigga for the whole bag. I'm just saying, if it was me, 16K can stretch. 16K can get you some fire, bro.
Not stretch.
Professionals, nigga.
I'm not paying that bitch more than 500, nigga. What's wrong with you, nigga? 16K? Yo, I better see some fucking tricks, bitch. You better be flipping in the
Maybe
air.
she was doing some tricks and shit.
Nigga,
I wouldn't know.
Look, I better see you coming down from the fucking sky, bitch. Like you need to fucking lower yourself down from the roof onto me, man. For 16.
She need to do that Drake shit when he used to go on tour and fly from the ceiling. Hold on, bro. She need to do that champagne poppy. Hold on, bro.
This nigga stupid.
This nigga crazy, bro.
No, bro, you crazy.
This nigga crazy.
16K?
Artist.
16K? She better
suck the Soleil pussy. This nigga
16K?
crazy.
She better do splits, flips, and tricks, nigga. That's a lot of fucking. Doom is right. That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
Make that thing stretch.
16K can last like, bro. That's almost as much as like a low income family makes a year, dog. Like they had 25K,
bro. She made that shit in one night. Blow your fucking mind, bro. Sis, go ahead and get your bag, bro.
Oh yeah, no.
Bag,
This is no disrespect to the lady. You go
16K in one night.
If you could get 50 from that nigga, go get it. Get whatever that nigga gonna give you. Fuck that. I'm with you. Get your bag. But as for little baby, what's wrong with you, nigga?
That's a bad look. He out here tricking for that pussy,
nigga. Like you are, like Brooklyn said, I'm with Brooklyn. Nigga, you little baby. I don't give a fuck if I'm ugly or not. When I walk in the fucking club, nigga, I made, what's that song?
Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say to him having to pay for pussy. Flavor of Love, period.
What's crazy, though, is the 16K wasn't even enough to keep her quiet.
Quiet, yeah.
Right, Doom. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
shit.
He paid her 16K and didn't even think maybe I should pay this bitch on the side to not say nothing.
He didn't say like that's.
If I give you 16K, that gotta be what I'm paying for.
Silence, yeah.
You gotta be able to recognize my situation and respect my shit. Like,
you signing an NDA. You signing something. I'm making you sign a contract to where if you tell if I find out if I see an inch of anything on the internet, I'm taking my 16K back and some, bitch. What's wrong with you?
I will see you in court.
Yeah. A fact. I'm suing your ass. That is a fact. I made drip too hard. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But hey, that little baby move a little different. We don't see that happen to Offset, and I know Offset be paying for pussy. I know that for a fact.
I know that for a fact too. That's a fact. He's paying for pussy.
Like that is no doubt in my mind that nigga doing that.
He don't care.
Drake doing that too, and we don't see.
To an extent, they all do, but like you saying, we don't see it.
We don't know about it. We don't hear about it.
Like,
the only time we do is if it's like some super scandalous shit.
If I was gonna choose one of them to get caught for some shit like that, I would have chose Gunna 10 times out of 10, bro.
That's a fact because none of them fell off. He trying to get all his little.
I would assume that he'd have been like on he'd have been the oops I by accident leaked my sex tape type shit. Like, I would have expected some shit from him.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh man, but that's all we really got. Oh Doom, why your nigga Kanye didn't pay the choir, bro? What's wrong with him, bro? What's wrong with him? You denying this? What's up?
I've been trying to think the whole pod on how I could defend them, but
you can't.
I ain't got it. Pay them niggas, man.
Yeah, pay you talking about after that Twitter rant he gave about contracts and shit.
Yeah, especially since that and what that choir actually did for that little poo ass project, because niggas was all into that Sunday service shit.
Huh? Yeah, without that
Jesus
choir.
King, let's keep it a beam, bro. Jesus is King wasn't fire at all.
No, trash.
No, it was trash.
The best part of it was the choir. Pay them people, man. What's wrong with you? And the fact that they had to sue you tells me that they asked you once, twice, 3 times, maybe even a 4th. I'd even say maybe even a 5th. They might have asked you at least 5 times and you still didn't pay them. That's why he had to sue. That's why they had to sue. So
they had no damn choice.
They didn't have no choice. Pay them people, Kanye. You tripping, nigga. You is out your mind.
Bad look.
Yeah, it's a real bad look. Doing your man down bad, bro. He talking about empowering artists. He tearing them down himself.
Right.
That's tough.
How he could be my president and he don't pay people? What's wrong with you?
I'm dead. I do want to say though that I think if it came down to it and he would have been able to be on all 50 state ballots, he probably would have got a mil votes. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just one mil.
Yeah, he probably
nothing
would've.
crazy. Like it wouldn't have been nothing to like shock the world, but like I think he would have got a cool meal.
I agree with that. That's. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a perfectly placed take. Like right there in the middle. Not hot, not cool. That's right where we at. But that's all we got this week, ladies and gents. Doom, tell the people they can find you on social media, my brother.
Ella Doom SJE, Instagram and Twitter, man. Y'all fuck with me.
Y'all go follow my brother Doom, man. Brooklyn, tell the people they can find you at on social media.
You can find me on all social medias at Where Brooklyn At. That's Brooklyn with a Q, featuring the Crying Baby.
You already know, and that's for marketing purposes because we're not trying to get sued. With that being said, let's get into the interview of the week with my guy Phareaux, and we're gonna play for the song of the week. We got his new song, Gold D Roger Freestyle, so that's gonna be on there right now. Y'all check that out, and then we're gonna get into the interview with Phareaux, and then we're gonna have the NBA preview with Bros Who Ball right after that interview. So with that being said, let's get into all of that right now. Go Suns, nigga. Fuck the Suns. Fuck the Suns, nigga. What's wrong with this nigga saying that into my fucking intro, nigga? If anything, say go Pels, nigga. But let's get into the fucking shit right now.
Hey. Swamp. Yeah. Look. No caps in my raps, the more knowledge what my mind latches. Time lapse, I came here to bring the rap rapture. The real shit is what my raps capture. Make no mistake, I am a rap master. Smack you with blunt objects and dab after. So tell me which nigga wanna get found. Cane field face down, nah, this ain't no playground. I'm on some Osama Twin Tower bomb dropper shit. The track whack if my vocals ain't on top of it. Poppin' shit, I don't pop tabs, but I do pop bad bras and champagne campaign like Barack and them. Who the fuck is stopping him? Can I get a head count? Deep inside the bayou where your head found. Damier doobie, stretch the money like it's Luffy. Bitches like to say I'm groovy. Life is like a movie, be a star, not a groupie. Yeah. Goodies with the train wreck. Have a nigga brain vex. My women like the same sex. That's 2 for 1. Like the plug that came back. They say I'm many things, but I ain't whack. Intruders get their brain crack. I'm just trying to hit where the stains at. Like I'm cleaning up or something. You can call me what you want, but is you gonna call my bluff or something? I think not. This that 99 Doom flow. I'm a nerd, geek, weed, but bitches still think I'm cool though. Cop the Glock when my pops took me to the tool show. Delayed the paperwork, but it's cool though. Can't afford to feed no kids. Fed them to your bitch. Can't sue unless you rich. Fed some bullets to a snitch. Pulling pistols on the rich like a box of chocolates. You never know who gon' get hit. R.I.P. the nip. Free Schmurder and TK. Coming off the hip on any op who think I do this shit for play. I'm cold as ice, you niggas day. I can never throw a stone and hide my hands. A Sharingan Kakashi got that lightning in my hand. I'm the man you niggas stand. This beat right here is from the Grand. And his last name's the line where I keep my fucking stash like I'm Gold Roger. Can't no nigga go harder.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard a new song by Phareaux off of his new album, This Isn't My Final Form. And the new song was Gold D Roger Freestyle. And, man, that shit was hard. How you doing today, Phareaux, man? Glad to have you on the BrosWhoThink Podcast, my brother.
Oh, I'm doing all right, man. Just cooling.
How does it feel now that you got, because this has been long awaited. I've been wanting to have you on the pod for a while because you're an anime fan and you know how we get down. Man. How does it feel that the album's finally out?
Oh man, it was like a relief. I don't know. It was getting to that point where it's like, man, I've been working on this for so long, it's starting to feel like a burden. Mm-hmm. You know, like let me just get this out, get this over with, get it done, get it out. So we can start focusing on the not only just the promotion of this and putting this out, but seeing what the next move's gonna be and what is the next venture, you know. Got you. But it is something I wanted the people to have, you know.
And the people needed this. Now, I got a question. Because you said you've been working on this for a while, I can tell. Okay, I got a question because I got to see how I'm going to phrase this. Did you change part of the content of the album based on what happened this year?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I did. And it's kind of like when I was making the project, you know, it's like it's things are happening and then those things is we getting so much new stuff coming in, and so things are happening so fast in the world, or maybe it just seems that way because of how we perceive social media and Twitter and all that.
It really doesn't happen that way with our parents, because like I realized that when I'm like, yo, mom, did you see what's happening? She was like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh, you're not on Twitter. See, I really don't think regular people pay attention to the Twitter timeline.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it doesn't really faze them as much. It's like oh, that's cool.
100%. Okay, so before we get into the album, let the people who don't necessarily know your story, let them into who Phareaux is as an artist. So first off, a reason why I connect with you, you from the B, man. You from the Berry. Like I don't talk to a lot of niggas. I don't talk to a lot of niggas from the Berry, so it's fire when I see people hustling from the Berry.
Yeah, man, I am from that B-town, you know what I'm saying? I'm from back of town, by the bowling alley, Fontainebleau Street, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. I went to Nish, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you was on the Nish side. See, I was on the Westgate side.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you was all right.
I was on the Gate side.
Man, I went to Nish.
Okay, hell yeah. So what got you into rapping? When did you start rapping?
As far as like hip hop, my interest in hip hop kind of started. I didn't like hip hop at first. I actually didn't like hip hop at all as a young kid. Like I didn't really like gravitate towards it because I don't know. I was a very good kid. Like I was a very good, well-to-do kid, and it was like the gangster lyrics and the you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it more or less came from my love for words and wordplay and the poetry.
Gotcha.
And then as I got older, I started learning about the world, things that, what happens in the world. And I feel like certain things need to be spoken on. And I felt the best way you can connect with people, or at least my contemporaries and my peers,
100%. And that's something that I really like about your music. Your music has a message. And now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense why your album sounds like that. You're a poet at heart. Like that's what you are. You're a poet laureate of the old fashioned of people in England going to tell people like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with our community? And they would do it through poetry and singing that shit. So that's what you are. And that's what the content that you give, at least to me, shows.
Right. Yeah, it's like what inspired me to actually rap and change my perception was Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco is my favorite artist.
I fuck with that.
So I'm, as like I'm in like, middle school and stuff. I'm listening to, his first like couple albums. He's had songs like Little Weapon, where he's rapping from the perspective of like a child rebel soldier in the Middle East or something like that. And, and he was the way he would personify people and give life to and voice to things that you might not have had life or voice before,
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. I'm excited. See, I didn't even know any of this about you because I fuck with Lupe Fiasco. I think Lupe is one of the hardest lyricists out, like doing this shit. So, okay, this is interesting. What's your favorite Lupe album?
My favorite Lupe album? You see, now I'm not gonna seem like a Lupe fan for this, but it's actually Tattoo on You. Honestly.
Fuck yeah, that
it's
shit.
Tattoo on You.
Yo, Tattoo on Youth is so hard and so underrated. Niggas don't talk about that album enough.
It's my favorite album. I feel like he delivered his best work later in his career, and people like, but I mean, and that's not to even discredit the Cool.
That's
Cool
what I was about to say.
Liquor.
The Cool is like the one that I always say when niggas who aren't Lupe fans ask me. But like, now that you say I'm so happy you said that because I love that fucking album.
Yeah, because I feel like Mural, that long song in the beginning, I feel like that is one of the greatest lyrical masterpieces ever written in the history of rap.
Yes, sir.
I've never heard anything like it.
I agree 1,000% with you. So how, being that, you come from the school of you want to inform, you love lyrics, you love the words. How does that affect you being a rapper in 2020? Being in the mumble rap, microwave, SoundCloud era that we are in, the streaming era.
I feel like I'm in an untapped lane. I feel like there's a lane that I have a vision for that hasn't been touched yet, because I feel like I feel like people ain't given the righteousness and the knowledge as aggressive or as raw or in the same way that it's easy to digest. You know what I'm saying? And now while we're reading this every day and everyone's outraged about this, that, and that, I feel like now is the time to speak that, you know? I feel like it's a better time than ever.
No, 100%. And with that being said, let's get in the album. I'm going to just jump into one song that, because it's on my mind, because this is the song that, like, keeps playing back when I listen to it, just because of the time that we in. I think and it goes to your point of how you want to simplify I don't want to phrase this the wrong way. How you want to simplify the ideas for people to digest, but still make the ideas relevant and impactful. I think you did that in BLM. And I know I'm supposed to start these interviews off at the top, but I got to start off with something that just makes sense to this conversation. Talk to me about BLM and why you tried to make this song upbeat, aggressive, and it just works, because I'm just bobbing my head. I'm like, wait, this nigga saying real ass shit. How did making this song come about, and just how did what's going on impact this song?
See, that's a song that did come later in the process of that album. That was either the last or second to last song that I did.
Okay.
The project that I recorded. Actually, yeah, that I recorded and made the beat. I made the beat and recorded it way at the end, one of the last ones. And when I made the beat, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to make something aggressive, but I didn't know what direction I was going to go with it. And then once I actually got the sound that I was looking for, it was like, the vision that I have for this song, what it makes me think about is like, you know, like if I go to do a show, you know what I'm saying, and there's all these kids in the crowd and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make these kids turn up to some conscious music.
Hell,
and they're not even going to realize what's going on until they sit down later.
That's what that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize till I'm driving. That's what and you did that, because I'm driving, bobbing my head. I'm like, oh, this shit hard. I'm jamming. And then all of a sudden I hear lyrics, and I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, he's saying something on this.
Yeah, it's kind of the bait and switch, you know, like it starts off, I'm just kind of rapping some regular stuff you would expect from some, like, but then I kind of go left and I take it into it's the draw you in. It's the clickbait. I'm giving you this, but I'm actually giving you this.
100%.
You know, I'm showing you the picture of the girl with a fat ass, but then it's about to cut away from that girl with the fat ass, and now you about to see some real shit going on, you know?
You the nigga with the book. Wow, you know the Twitter thing where the girl about to lift her titties and the nigga with the Bible hit the thing.
Yeah, like bitch.
100%. Well, I had to start off there just because I felt that song was so impactful. And before we go any further, I want to get your take on, just because I think this goes hand in hand with the album. Before we talk about anything else, being that we started this way, I want to get your take on what's been going on in the country. I know you speak on it for the album, but just for people to hear just how you feel and where you stand.
I mean, man, there's a lot of stuff going on.
No, for sure. And put it in terms of just the just
government.
Yeah, and what happened with
government aspect?
From what happened with George Floyd, and then how we progressed to where we are today, kind of where we at today. Yeah. All
right. If we approaching it from just the systemic oppression aspect of it, then you know it's visual now. Everybody gets to see it. I honestly don't even think it's not even a matter of police killings being at an all-time high or is so much worse than it was a long time ago. It's actually not as bad as maybe in the 80s. Like we're actually in a better time. Like it's only gonna get, this is a time thing.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time for racism to be imprinted into the country, and it's gonna take that same amount of time for it to
get
not
out.
Be.
Yeah.
America has been racist longer than it has been not racist.
That's a
fact.
You
know what I'm saying? So and I feel like as far as George Floyd, that was just another example of something for us to see. You gotta look at this. This is gonna be on Twitter. You know, a bunch of kids are gonna post it. The black kids are gonna post it. The white kids are gonna post it. Everybody's gonna be upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there. You can't run from it. And black people in positions of power are starting to show their support for that. So things are gonna move. That's why you gotta protect people like LeBron James, you know, because they hate that.
1,000%. And see, I'm glad you said him, because I was one of them dudes that I used to give Bron a hard time because of his on the court shit, and like you know how that is when you a basketball fan. But then me at growing up, I had to be like, nah, man, Bron doing a lot of shit that's more important than just him dribbling basketball. Like I had to give Bron his flower. It's like I'm not hating on that man no more. I can't do that. Like based upon on the court shit, when what he doing off the court means so much more to just black youth and youth in general.
It's like I think he's such a tastemaker. Like he can pick any rapper and like you see what happened when Doughboy. You see how LeBron posted some Doughboy and now Doughboy went.
Yep.
Like you see how like when LeBron listens to a song, it goes like you see how when he talks about an artist, like he's the biggest A&R in the world. Like you don't realize that. No. He can do that. Like but he's letting it be known that I'm black and I'm not a hoodlum. I probably have more money than you. I'm more successful than you. My son's probably going to the NBA. My kids are doing better than your kids. And guess what? This is how I feel. And I'm not broke. I'm not even, coming from the bottom or coming from I'm not an underling, you know what I'm saying? I'm up here, I'm powerful, and this is what I'm behind.
I'm black and I'm proud of it. 1,000%. 1,000. Okay, so before we even go any further, like I said, they got a lot we got to cover before we get into the album because I think it makes sense to paint the picture of you. I love the sense of you are aggressively pro-black, and that does not mean you are against other races. No, I think it means you are against racism, and you see that with things like your title, your Twitter handle of how I'm killing Klan members. We beating up Klan, we beating up racists. Talk to me about that approach because I think you need to. Because I understand it, but for people out there who may think, Phareaux is against other races, no, explain that to them.
Right. All right. What I'm talking about is I did that specifically so people could ask that question. Now, this is the thought process behind that. So much black music, right? So much hip hop, rap music. We are talking about all this aggression towards
each other,
quote unquote niggas. I'm gonna do something to these niggas. Well, the niggas I'm talking about is these Klan members. I'm gonna talk about shooting somebody in my song. I'm gonna shoot at a Klansman. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Comes from. I'm gonna shoot at one of these Proud Boys. They want to shoot at me. So what? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like just general violence.
Yeah.
Don't just walk to your nearest police station and throw a Molotov cocktail in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not preaching that.
What I am saying is that if it devolves to that, if it escalates to that, and that's what it has to be, if it's a situation where it's us against them, is the proletariat bourgeois situation going on, or the South versus the North, some Civil War type situation, this is the theme music for that.
100%. I feel that. No, 1,000%. And I think that needs to be said because it's not that you are against other people. It's against people that hate other people. That's what it is. And at the end of the day, you need to project that like, nah, man, we're not for this racist shit. Not like and this is no disrespect to our parents' generation because when I say this, we're not tolerating that shit anymore. We're just not.
We're not. And a lot of white people aren't tolerating that shit anymore.
Facts. And I think that's as much as it's important for us not to tolerate it, it's the fact that they're changing their minds.
It's just as important because that's the people whose hearts have to change is white people's heart. Like it's the oppressor. When the hearts of the children of the oppressor begin to change, that's we're not gonna change these old white people that been like this all their life. These people that they granddaddy owned slave. We're not gonna change their mind. We're not gonna change these people that's already in the Ku Klux Klan. We can't change their kids.
Yep.
I can't reach these people. They're not trying to hear me, but I can reach their sons and daughters.
1,000%.
We're doing this for the future.
It's the long play.
It is, and I feel like, man, like there's a lot of white people that's on the BLM. It's not like this is some white people helped me make this album. Like the Nick Grand produced the Gold D. Roger freestyle. Nick Grand also produced Black Terrorists. so
no, see, and that's stuff that and that's stuff that I wanted you to say because if people just go in and listen to it, I don't want them to have a misconceived notion of who Phareaux is as a person, because you're you're multi-layered, and I knew you're multi-layered before coming into this, and now talking to you, I know you're even more multi-layered than I even anticipated. 100%. So talk to me. Now we can get into the album. Now that we got the backdrop set up. The intro, and I thought the intro was so clever, because you start doing all this, you just talking on beat, and I'm like, what this nigga doing, man? I'm like, did I make the wrong choice? I thought this nigga could rap, and then you hit him with, oh, y'all don't think I can rap, huh? I'm just doing all this talking shit. When this nigga gonna start rapping? And then boom, you jump in and just bars.
That's all I was saying earlier. Is I'm giving you one thing, and I'm gonna hit you with something completely different right after.
What was the thought process of doing that with your intro, just to get us in that, like, huh, what's going on? And then boom. Because you hooked me in line and sinker.
Right. Is the thought with the intro was like, it was really just, I made the beat, and the beat was so fire, it's like I really could just say anything on this beat. Like, I really love this beat so much, but I really just wanted to introduce the project. I wanted to give some little obscure inklings of what's to come. I wanted to kind of throw a little paint on the wall, you know?
Got you. And
just give people like, okay, you saying, okay, Black Lives Matter, nigga. Arrest the pigs who killed Breonna, get them. Like I wanted to introduce these concepts on the first song, but I also wanted to keep it light and keep it playful so that people don't know what's coming next. Because I knew that next song was gonna be Black Terrorist, which is me and my man Bando Shawty spitting some straight heat, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And I knew that I was gonna be like, okay, this is serious. This is for real.
And you definitely accomplished that. I kind of equated to like when you're writing like a thesis paper or a term paper, and you give them that little intro, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna slide my thesis in there so y'all know it's coming, but I'm not gonna hit y'all over the head with the major points yet.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's get before we get into the next thing with Bando. You talked about producing a lot of this. How much did you produce? And talk to me just about being Phareaux the producer, and do you enjoy that more than rapping? Just give me that sense of the creative process.
As far as the production, I produced everything except Black Terrorist was Nick Grand, and Goldie Roger Freestyle was Nick Grand, and is that everyone? I want to check the track list, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But I'm pretty sure.
Look, I got it up. Which one you talking about? Because they got the intro, the origin, Black Terrorist, BLM. You made the intro?
I made that.
The intro, okay. And then we got
I made the intro.
The origin.
I made that.
BLM.
I made that.
Rebels Commanders with Lamont.
That was produced by Lord Fubu. Okay. See, that's the one I didn't want to forget. Okay, all right. That beat, Lord Fubu, right? Mm-hmm. Lord Fubu is this cold ass producer. He produces for like ASAP Ant, right?
Okay.
Now, you remember ASAP Ant from the dude who had that really bad verse on Bath Salt?
I know.
But then he got really, really good later in his career. Yeah. Lord Fubu produces for that guy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Who is the artist I really like, by the way. Not trying to throw no shade at ASAP.
Oh no, I fuck with ASAP Ant. Low key, ASAP Ant got relationships with one of my closest friends. Shout out to Jesse Slater or Lil Art Ho, whatever y'all know him as. But yeah, so
right. So I don't want to throw no shade at ASAP Ant. But Lord Fubu, I started buying little beats here and there from Lord Fubu a while back. Like Lord Fubu is also the person that made 22, which is always like the first song I perform at all my shows.
Got you.
So I definitely love his production. He's also done work for like Divine Council. He made Dick and the Dope for Silk Money. Like, he's dope. Like, so I have a lot more stuff coming with him too.
Cool.
You know?
So okay, so how do you determine I'm gonna work with Lord Fubu, I'm gonna work with Nick compared to just doing my own beats?
As far as Lord Fubu, that was just a genuine, I discovered this artist through other more popular artists I was listening to, and I found out that it was cheap to work with them, and that's how it came about, you know? Like, Lord Fubu was selling the beats for like $20. I was like, man, this dude
I'm gonna get on this. Up. Yeah.
Let me buy these before he gets signed, which he did.
Now I got
But
something
that's how that
fire.
came about. Nick Grand, that was a very that just came about organically. I remember I think I was at a show. I think I did a show in Lafayette. I forgot where at. I don't know if it was at Wing Fingers.
I was gonna say it might have been Bisbano's because I remember when we was doing all of that shit.
It wasn't back then. This was later. This was post Bisbano's era.
Okay.
This is later.
So then it could have been like it could have been Wing Fingers, like you said, or what's that? The Boom Boom Room. One of them things.
There. I forgot the exact venue, but it was my man Lucid Dreams.
Shout out.
Willingly Rejected. The Squad. WR. You already know what it is. But he introduced me to Nick Grand. We was just telling you, was like, yo, this dude was tight. Like, check him out. And I had performed that night too. And Nick was like, oh, yo, bro, you dope. Da da da. We got cool like that. We started making music, man. A lot more stuff with Nick Grand's gonna come too.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Nick Grand's amazing. That dude's a workaholic. He has an unmatched work ethic like I've never seen before in a human being.
That's a fact. Without Nick, this podcast doesn't exist. That's a fact. I attribute. He is one of the founding members of this show. And shout out to my brother for life, man. Nick hooked all this up. But okay, so I want to get. I'm gonna ask you my willingly rejected question in a second. So, but you're still not telling me. Do you enjoy producing more or rapping more?
Oh, all right. As far as the producing and rapping, let me see. I can't really. It's kind of a timing thing. I feel like rapping came about kind of naturally. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always doing the things with word. Like I was always like very advanced with words. Like as a child, like my dad, like he would sit me down and read me a lot of books, and he would point. He make sure to point at every word as he read it to me. So I learned how to read at a very young age. And like when I was in the third or fourth grade, I had like a ninth grade reading level already. Like I was always like good with words and writing and reading and stuff like that. So that came about real natural. I was always a poet. I could always do that. So I mean that's kind of a genuine love because that's the message. So I kind of might slightly prefer the rap to the production, but the production is one of the things I just genuinely just gravitated to. Like I just found this, I'm gonna just mess with this program and figure out how to make these beats because I'm not formally trained in music.
Yeah. I
can't read music. Like I used to kind of can read music, but I don't have a fluent understanding of how to read music. You know? I'm just kind of I play everything by ear.
By ear. Yeah. Got you. 100%. So let's get into the song with Bando, Black Terrorist. Talk to me about that, the message on that, and what you was trying to achieve with that. Because when you read the word Black Terrorist, it sends a thought in your mind.
Yeah. As far as Black Terrorist, I feel like is a crazy concept because we haven't ever seen really any Black terrorists like in like ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? As much as they want to call the people they think are quote unquote Black terrorists, like a Fred Hampton or nah, bro. Them niggas like, just fighting for us. Yeah, like we've never seen like really Black people that were just at large doing things to to terrorize any particular group of people. At least not on the level of we've seen like white people. But they don't call white people terrorists though. You know what I'm saying? So like I wanted this to be an opportunity for us to like to be aggressive, to spit like some real like in your face type of lyrics. And I wanted to say stuff that was gonna frighten racists, basically. That's what it is like. It's terrorist with no head rap, revolutionary rap champ. Like a terrorist with no head rap means I'm among you. You don't know who to look for. Yep. Terrorist with no head rap. You don't know who's coming. Like I'm saying, making blood spill. It's a mass shooting at the Klan rally battle uphill, dump them in the water like an oil spill. Like when I'm doing that, it's just giving you, it's painting a picture of attacks against the enemy. And I perceive the Klan as the enemy. like everybody, like white supremacist groups and all that, y'all fall all in the same. And you can take all these songs as disses towards y'all. Is basically what that is. Like,
100%. 100%.
That's what I'm doing with that.
What made you choose Bando and Lamont as your two features on this project?
Bando's from New Iberia. Bando is is actually like my friend in real life. Like, this is my homie. And like, I mean, Bando was just there when we made the song. Like, it just so happened we was in the studio. We was at Nick Grand's house, and Bando was just there with me. And Nick Grand played us the beat, and we just jumped on there and spit what we felt, you know.
100%. There's a like, I just had a crazy
that
idea.
That just came about organically.
If Nick is watching this, Nick, there's a documentary to be made about what happened at your house, and we need to talk about that. There's a documentary to be made about all the niggas that done went through to that house and made music. I just want to let you know that we should make something happen, because like there's too many stories of people coming on this show and telling me how it originated at your house.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Nick Grand is the DJ Screw of Lafayette, bro.
That's a take. That's a take. That's a take. That's a hot take, but he deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. 1,000%. Okay, so then we get to we talked about BLM a little bit. This is the one that mean a lot to me. We gonna get into our anime talk in a little bit after we get the business taken care of. But that Gold D. Roger freestyle, hard. Talk to me about. I want to ask you this, because it's funny. There's rappers who get there's rappers who get defined as anime rappers. You do not get that definition, but the bars in there are from a seasoned manga reader. I'm not just saying one of them niggas that's like Naruto Uchiha, shout out to Trippie Redd. I'm talking like this nigga reads every week. Right.
See, that just comes from, that's just genuine, like, me rapping. Like, my reference material is gonna be, you know, what I consume.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big TV watcher. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get a lot of the references from popular TV shows
or movies,
me, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't watch a lot of popular TV, you know. I read a lot. I read a lot of manga. You know, I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTube type of person, you know? That's like, so that's what a lot of my references is just drawing from, like, what my taste is, you know? And I've been a manga fan for a minute, but like I don't. That's why I was saying my lane is kind of untapped into, because even though I delve into the manga and the manga, my real lane is actually, you know, more in line with my pro-black revolutionary and just rapping like myself and my personal feelings, more like what I did on my first project on Swamp. Yeah. That's more what the direction my music is going towards, you know. But the anime is always going to be an aspect of it because it's something that I'm genuinely into in real life and have been since I was a very young child.
Goes back to your Lupe influence. Now that you say that, it makes so much sense.
Lupe is the first rapper I ever heard rap about anime. And like people always have this conversation like Soulja Boy, da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
But it's like, man, I heard, like, I was hearing Lupe, like, was the first person I ever heard rapping about Lupin the Third and Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that.
I agree.
Way in the early 2000s.
Like
I'm
with you.
2004, 5 type shit. Like,
before Soulja Boy and Lil B. I always say that. And niggas always like, nah, you don't know.
They never want to hear that, though. Because like, they don't want to hear that,
like, this nigga was the king of Street Fighter, talking about Street Fighter in the fucking cool and fucking Food and Liquor Part 1, nigga.
Bro, did you see he did some thing. He played against like one of the top Street Fighter players in the world and beat
his ass.
Like, I'm like, whoa.
I always think that, bro, don't get me started on how I always think that, like, all these niggas that's really out there really doing it, like, I don't know, man. I could take you to some hoods and we could get some fighting games going, and them niggas might beat some of them best people in the world. I truly believe that. Because the hood got some great video game fighter players. Like, niggas don't like to talk about their love for, like, anime and video games, but that's really, like, tied into the black culture. And I can argue that the reason why anime is as big as it is in America right now is because of black people.
Yeah. We made, like, it's because that's how, bro, if you notice, every new little wave that comes along, it comes from hip-hop and it comes from black people doing it. Remember, it's like skating, which also ties back into Lupe Fiasco, crazily. It's why I be telling people Lupe Fiasco is the GOAT. Like the skating wave, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kick Push kind of, it got that ball rolling, but then when Tyler, the Creator, and those guys start coming out, they took that to the next level, and the kids started to really get with it.
And then you get Wayne doing his thing, 1,000%.
You got Wayne doing it, and that's when it's like, okay, skating is like forever in hip-hop now.
1,000.
To this day, you know? Skate culture and hip-hop culture intertwined. Now it's going to be the same thing with anime, you know? Yep. Now that we got Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? We got We got
Michael B. Jordan doing
Sauce Walker.
Yeah.
Big like we got Sauce Walker getting shuriken, iced out shuriken chains. Like
1,000%.
this cost $100,000 and it was inspired by Sasuke.
Okay, with Gold D. Roger freestyle, do you consider yourself Gold D. Roger or do you consider yourself Luffy? And I know this is a deep cut for people that don't know anime. Just bear with us.
Do I feel like I'm more Gold D. Roger? I feel like I'm more Luffy and Roger because Gold D. Roger is very accomplished. I'm not as accomplished. I feel enough to say like I'm already Gold D. Roger. I'm someone that has a journey to make still.
100%.
I feel like I still have higher levels to reach. You know,
you ain't battled a Yonko yet.
I ain't fought the Yonko yet.
100%. 100%.
And I also feel like by the end of the story, Luffy's gonna be greater than Gold D. Roger.
Facts. I agree with that.
I'm Gold D. Roger. I'm already at a cap.
Yeah, you limit yourself. There's a ceiling. 100%. Okay, I got you. Then next we get to Rebel Commanders with Lamont. This is perfect. Just you and Lamont coming in pro-black, doing y'all thing. Talk to me about this one.
This is another one. This was this one we wasn't actually in the studio together, dude. We sent this one back and forth.
Okay.
But me and Lamont, I remember when I knew I knew I had to do a song with Lamont. Once he did this show, he did some shit at this show, some amazing shit. Some of the most amazing shit I've ever seen, bro. We was at, I don't know I think it was Blue Moon, right? I think it was at a Rejected Art Show, really Rejected Art Show, I think. And he did some shit where he's rapping, he's spitting his shit, right? He's on stage. And like, the crowd wasn't hype enough. So he made everybody in the crowd get on stage and he got off the stage and rapped to everybody on the stage while he in the crowd by himself.
That's crazy.
And it was live as hell. Like, it was crazy. Like it was insane. It was just so far. Like, yeah, but we got to work, bro. We got to do. And then he, the subject matter of his stuff is it aligned with what I'm doing,
Yeah.
He's a very, we was on the same wavelength with it, so we probably going to do some more stuff too down the line, man.
100%.
But a lot of love for Lamont. That's a real dude. Got a lot of respect for him. For sure, most def. And he did, he came in and, he did. RPG 10, that's on my RPG. I don't fear shit if it bleed red. Like
100%. How do you feel when you get in that mode where it's like, all right, I got one of these rappers like a Lamont or a Bando on it, and it's like, nah, y'all not about to kill me on my track. How important is that to you? Like the competitiveness of rap.
The competitiveness. See, the competitiveness is there. I don't never feel insecure in my verse. I feel like when I rap, it's a combination. I'm giving a good balance of lyricism and subject matter to where I want you to feel my verse. I feel like no matter what level of lyricism a person comes on, the message and the power behind my words is going to keep me up. Yeah, I can keep up with anybody, I feel,
100%.
So it's like, I'm never scared of getting killed on I want the best people that's going to rap. I want somebody to come try and kill me on my own song. Like, that's why Jalen Quinn is on Slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think Jalen Quinn has the better verse slightly. Like, lyrically, I think he has the better verse on that song,
Who? We're going to get to that one because that's a hard one. Shout out to my nigga Jalen, man. I fuck with Jalen. Heavy. Okay, so we got that. We got those tracks. And then, all right, let's get to the next one is Exalted Cyclops and King of Kin. Or King of Quinn that's the Kingdom reference. I 1000%. Talk to me about those two tracks. I'm a King of Kin fan, but Exalted Cyclops, the beat on that is fucking hard.
All right, Exalted Cyclops. That is a very from the title. It starts with the title. It's called Exalted Cyclops because what an Exalted Cyclops is I want to say it's like the third or fourth highest rank in the KKK.
Oh, see, I'm glad you said that because I didn't know if you was talking about Greek mythology or the X-Men. I didn't know which way we was going with it.
Right. And Exalted Cyclops is a very high ranking position in the KKK. I want to say they're the people that scout and bring people into the fold of the KKK. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but I mean, to hell with whatever y'all shit is. I don't but it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically, and in the song I'm talking about Clay Higgins and Donald Trump, and what y'all do, y'all strengthen the KKK with how y'all handle y'all business, especially Clay Higgins. Like, he's very oh yeah, we want to start this war off. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to get violent and kill some niggers. Like,
Yeah, and then when the people, and then when the people came to town, he had to fucking crawl back under his rock.
Yeah, it's like they get it like the NFAC comes to town and he sends in an apology letter. Oh, we were just bullshitting and
so. and that's problematic in itself because it's like you said, it's like you niggas are just using racism as a tactic to win elections and to get popularity, but y'all don't realize the actual harm that you're doing because these groups are using y'all as fucking puppets.
Yep, and you just don't realize it's like you're riling these people up, and you're gonna hype these Proud Boys up to do something that's gonna cause not black people but the U.S. military to bust their ass. Like that's what y'all do. And
that's what I don't think they realize. They don't realize that the U.S. military will fuck y'all up. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like, what y'all trying to start this war. Y'all think like you're like
they gonna fight with y'all.
Yeah, the military's on your side, but Biden won, bro. Like it's like you don't want Biden to win. It's like, okay, you go to the White House, you do that, and watch what happens to
when the Coast Guard, when the fucking whatever the fucking American, I think it's the I think it's the Coast Guard or Natural Guard, whatever that fuck that shit is. Them niggas gonna pull in them tanks and shoot you niggas.
Bro, they just gonna get their ass bust from the goddamn stage to the door. Like,
oh like, shit. So what's up with King of Kin or King of? I think it's Kin or Keen or whatever, however you pronounce it.
All right, and I'm glad you did that because the name King of Kin, Kin being spelled Q-I-N, that's the Qin dynasty of China. That's a kingdom reference.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a kingdom manga reference. Kingdom's my favorite manga.
I feel like me and you the only two niggas in Lafayette that's rocking with Kingdom. And I know that's like a fucking blanket statement and it's probably not true, but me and you the only two niggas on Twitter that I know talk about Kingdom.
Bro, man, Kingdom is so good, man. My homie, Dirty Fireworks, he introduced me to Kingdom, right? Dirty Fireworks is awesome, but he don't make enough music. I want y'all to hear his music, but he hasn't released it. But just trust me, he can rap.
Fuck yeah.
But he introduced me to Kingdom, and it was like, man, this is amazing. Like, and the story is about King Ace of Kin, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I feel like he's a representation of someone making the best of their situation, doing what they have to do, and throughout the story, he finds a way to do right by the people closest to him, even in situations where it's kind of difficult to.
Yep, he always stay true and loyal to his people.
Right, and that's kind of the direction I was going with the song. I'm rapping about the people close to me and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I really, you know, I like the beat. I made that beat too. The vibe to it is very like, you know what I'm saying? It gives you. It had to be an emotional, so I had to have some emotion, some depth to the song, you know.
I think that was your most your most introspective song of the album, I'd say.
Yeah.
Where it was the other songs are about the message and stuff going on in the world. This is about more so you.
Mm-hmm. Like this is a song that could have easily went on my previous project, Swamp.
100%. Is that something you're looking to do with the next project? Get more into you, or are we staying more so about being a commentator on the world?
The next project, I think,
not for me to rush you into another project. That's just right. I'm just trying to see your vibe going into where we going next.
I mean, the next one is kind of like it's gonna be both to some degree. It's just a matter of how much
which way you lean.
One or that one, but it's gonna exist in both the same way it did in this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I definitely have to keep commenting on what's going on. Like, it might not be as politically charged, and it might, you know, venture into different realms of what's going on in the world. You know,
100%.
I want to talk about. I got a lot of stuff to say, you know, and a lot of stuff that I feel like I can speak on.
Yeah,
and I feel like I can get into more interpersonal relations with people, how people act, how you interact with people. I haven't even gotten into that bag yet completely, you know?
I'm ready for that because I want to see you with your thoughts on just how we are as a society and how we deal with each other. I think that would be an interesting project from Phareaux, 1,000%. So King of Kin, I think it's interesting that you name it that. And I think it's interesting of what you said about how the king stays loyal to his people. You could look at that as on a personal level, or you could look at that as a level of a whole, because the king of kin is concerned about China's well-being and concerned about his constituents and people inside of his government. Could I look at that as saying of, and I think it goes back to your message of how in normal rap, we're talking about killing niggers, quote unquote. And I'm going to say it like how you said it, because I think it's important to say it that way. Whereas in this, you're talking about, I'm killing the enemy. Is there a way to look at the king of kin in a sense of how, because I think you could be both Shin and the king in the way of being Shin of your come up as a rapper, but more so as the king and looking at how you view the African-American community as a whole.
That is a great way to look at it. That is one way you can perceive it, because it's, we say the king being the king and Shin being the sword of the king. You know what I'm saying? But you acting as one. They really working as one unit, you know what I'm saying, to strike down the opposition. But it's ultimately for the purpose of unifying everyone.
100%.
We striking down this opposition. We striking down the races so that white people and black people can come together.
I think that's the hardest. That's the hardest part of this pod.
These people are the cancer, is what people got to understand. It's not against white people or anything against. That's not what it's about. It's about the cancerous ones, the people who spread hate, who spread lies, who want to deny history, who, you know what I'm saying, who don't want change.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's
100%.
That's what I'm speaking about,
100%. And now let's finish it off with Jalen Quinn, man. That nigga hate. Like, that was, but you hate too. Let me not. Wait. Let's not do this. You niggas both hate. That's a song right there.
Right, Jalen Quinn, man. Like, I remember I linked up with Jalen Quinn. Like, we ended up doing a show together at that was at the Bisbono's days. That was from that, like, back then. I want to say it was a Steve's Tober, a Pauly Steve's Tober?
It could have been.
That's what it was. And we both performed that night. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? I'd already heard With No Help From You was already out. So I'm already knowing. I'm already a fan of his, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I'd actually seen him earlier, but wasn't sure it was him. I saw him at Wing Fingers before. I didn't realize that was him, But we both performed. He had performed before me. I didn't catch his performance. I caught like the end of it. And then but he saw my whole shit, and I get off stage, he was like, bro, that was tight as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Take my number, we exchanged numbers, we stayed in contact. And I recorded my verse at Nick's crib. He sent the verse over to Jalen. He recorded his out there in Homer, sent it back, got back to me, and ended on the project. It was what it was, and yeah, like it was just heat. That's all I can say about that song. That song
and it's the perfect way to close the album.
Spit that flame. I said I spit some flame. I'm gonna go find the person that
can match that.
I feel like I'm confident is gonna spit some equal level flame, and that's what he goddamn did.
1,000%. Before we get into just the funness of the pod, where we get to what you like and that type of shit, talk to me about, just because we've mentioned so many names in this pod of just people in Lafayette who are creating, and I think if you look at it as a whole from Acadiana, and you could even go from Baton Rouge all the way to fucking New Orleans and see just talent. But talk to me about the B specifically, about the Berry. Is there, because and it's a shame that I don't know because I'm from there, but talk to me just about the talent bubbling. Is it the same as in like a Lafayette or like a Homer or a Baton Rouge or a New Orleans? How there's scenes there, and you can point to, like, if, for example, with Baton Rouge, I can point to a Gyra, a fucking Trey Lewis. I can point to multiple people. Or if you go to Homer, you got Birdie, you got Jalen, you got LC Son. If you go to Lafayette, all the niggas we done named. Talk to me about just that coming from the B, or is that something you want to bring to the B and lift up that talent of the B?
Yeah, see, all right. Like, as far as like New Iberia, it's talent in New Iberia. Like Bando Shorty's from New Iberia. Like it's a lot of talented artists in New Iberia, but a lot of the hustle and the getting out there and being in front of people and
staying in New Iberia.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and really trying to go out into the world. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get on somebody's stage. you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go get in front of some people.
You gotta network.
You gotta do something to draw attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a way to get on Bros Who Think.
And I think that, but and you make a great point, and I think that's why I haven't heard of many from New Iberia, but some like you in a bando.
Like, if I had to say, definitely Shotty Real. I'm gonna definitely say Young Jig. That's my main two that I'm familiar with. SSB Yella. You know what I'm saying? The SSBs all together. Like I would say, like, as far as like the street shit and the groups from New Iberia that I say on that level, like the SSBs are very and they from the same neighborhood. You know, those guys live like right down the street from, but they've been doing this. They've done songs with like Scotty Kane. They've done songs like, you know, they've done songs with big artists, like like as far as like in that Baton Rouge gangster rap type shit.
Yeah.
So I definitely think they tight. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to definitely mention them if we're gonna talk about New Iberia. And then there's Uptown stuff going on too. Is a lot of different stuff. It's just people on a certain type of wavelength. I feel like I'm kind of an outlier because most of the New Iberia music is gangster. You know, that's what we got out there. Like it's gonna be on some type of street type of time because that's what's going on.
And that's what's going on in the city. That's a fucking
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like, yeah.
The city, how do you feel about that? Because being that you are who you are and what we've learned about this conversation from you, how do you feel about the New Iberia, quote unquote, culture of what's going on in the Black community? Because it's a lot of killing, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot of killing. And I mean, that comes from just not only like a lot of people say it's a lack of things to do, but it's not just that. It's just, I don't know. Like, I can't really explain. It could be the structure of the city. It could be the allocation of the city resources. And I also feel like it's not enough like programs in the city that just give things we can do with these kids. Like, we got the little Iberia Youth Football League. That's the best thing we probably got in New Iberia.
It has to be.
Football, because that kept a lot of us out of trouble as youngsters.
And I can name 3 that I done played AAU with. Shout out to KP Kendrick Porter. Shout out to Daenerys Antoine and fucking Duval Jackson. Them 3 niggas, if they didn't have that, them niggas have been on the street. And them niggas is ballers. Like, it saved their lives.
Them dudes nice. Yes, I've been on the football field with Duval Jackson, and I know how it go down.
That nigga was a monster, bro. Like,
that dude was a monster, man.
I played AAU. Wait, it's crazy you know these dudes, because that's my dudes. I played AAU.
Yeah, like, bro, we in the film room right before the game. Do you know how, like, when you do the scouting report, they tell you about who the motherfuckers is you about to play against? They warning us about this dude. They're like, oh yeah, Duval Jackson, he's an All-American, he's All-State, he's devastating, he's gonna step on the field and da-da-da-da.
That nigga was a monster. Oh,
they was telling us all kind of like they showed us this videos like a punt team or some shit. And you know, there's like the Bulls, the big dudes, they put in front the kicker to stop him from blocking the punt. And he runs in there and like blows those guys up like by himself. It was ridiculous. I'm like, oh shit.
Nigga was a monster, man. Man, rest in peace to T. Tatum, man. Now, y'all, you got me in my New Iberia bag. Rest in peace to T. Tatum, because he was a...
Rest in peace, man.
That's one of them, like, when people say about street legends who was an athlete, who could have, like, done some shit, that dude was that. Like, he was... And as great as Duval, Daenerys, and KP was, that nigga was better than all of them.
Yeah.
That nigga was a monster, bro. Football, basketball... Let me tell you a crazy story before we get it, because this is just New Iberia talk, and I know people not interested in this. But right,
they don't even know
what the fuck going on. But I gotta say this for the New Iberia listeners. This is crazy. Me and my grandpa picked this nigga T. Tatum up out of juvenile detention center. 30 minutes out the juvenile detention center, that nigga went go play basketball and drop 40 points on them niggas. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Nigga dropped out the juvie clothes, put on the jersey, dropped 40, put the juvie clothes back on, went to his fucking house. That shit was crazy.
Casually.
Like it was nothing. Like it was fucking nothing. Oh, shit. This is awesome. This is awesome, Phareaux, man. Thank you so much. Tell the people, before we get to the rapid fire questions and all the fun stuff, tell the people where they can find the album at and where they can listen to it at.
All right. The album is called This Isn't Even My Final Form. You'll see it abbreviated as TIEMFF. And you can find it on All streaming platforms, with the exception of Apple Music, is on SoundCloud, is on YouTube, is on Pandora, is on all that, Spotify, everything else.
Hell yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go get that ASAP.
The link is in my Instagram bio at Out That Swamp on Instagram. Is also on my Twitter bio at 337 Phareaux on Twitter.
100%. Y'all make sure y'all go get it. And you can spell Phareaux Phareaux. 100%. All right, let's get to the rapid fire. Being that you're a Louisiana boy, are you more, if you had to choose one, gumbo or crawfish?
Gumbo. Definitely gumbo.
Crawfish or boudin?
Boudin.
Boudin or gumbo?
Gumbo.
100%. Okay, so we got that ranking. We got that ranking taken care of. What, if you could go anywhere on vacation, COVID-free, where would you go?
Anywhere.
Anywhere, don't matter. Free paid trip, everything.
Dallas.
Why that? Anyway,
I want to get the Mavs game. I'm trying to watch Luka ball out. What you mean? trying to see the young legend.
I'm glad you said that so we can transition to this. You a sports fan? What y'all looking good this year? This might look. Y'all, I'm doing my rankings tonight, but the people gonna hit us Monday. We doing our NBA preview tonight, and I don't know if I got the Mavs. I got the Mavs sitting anywhere between 3 at the highest and 6 at the lowest. I don't know where they fall in between there. I want to say 4. I really want to say I'm leaning to 4 right now, but that could change by the time I record that shit.
Yeah, like I personally feel like we was better than the Rockets last year. I feel
agree.
like we was better than a lot of people thought we were. It's just injuries, little stuff happened. We could have eliminated the Sixers. I mean, the Clippers. Eliminated the Clippers in the first round.
If KP doesn't get injured, y'all would have won.
Right, like we got him out of there.
If KP doesn't get injured, I think y'all make the Western Conference Finals because I think y'all beat the Nuggets.
Exactly, because I feel like Porzingis matches up well with Jokic. I feel like that's someone we could put on Jokic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just match up well against that.
Yep, 100%.
And I feel like we just can score a little bit better.
Y'all got the best young
scoring team, and we could just score a little bit better than them.
Y'all got the best young.
We had like the greatest offense ever, and casually. Like no one was even talking about it. Like
that's
statistically.
That's a fact. Like, y'all got one of the best. Not one of. Y'all got the best young player in the league. I'm not sugarcoating that shit. I don't care about if you talk about Giannis. I don't give a fuck. Luka Doncic is amazing, and I know as a Mavs fan, y'all feel entirely lucky because imagine if he goes play with Devin Booker, the Kings, in Atlanta. All them niggas was stupid. And I love Ayton. I think Ayton is gonna ball out this year with Booker and Chris Paul, but. Luka Doncic is one of them once in a blue moon type of niggas.
And I felt that way from the jump because as a Mavericks fan, I can't be scared of European players. Like I can't underestimate European players as a Mavericks fan. Like
and the fact that I hate how scouts are just ignorant. Because my thing is, it's not like Ricky Rubio where Ricky played for since he was 16, but he didn't win. Ricky wasn't winning leagues. This nigga Luka played for Real Madrid's basketball team and was the MVP year after year from 14. That's different. That I don't know how you doubt that. That dude is not just a European good player. No, that nigga's the best European.
Yeah, is the fact that you literally the best player of the second best league.
Yep.
A league that's better than the league every other player in the draft is playing in. And y'all saying, oh, it's not gonna work. Well, how is the NCAA? The NCAA might not work. That shit might not work in the NBA.
And we see busts happen from the NCAA every fucking year.
More than the ones that happen in EuroLeague. That's another thing. Most European players do work out in some capacity.
They might not be stars, but they make it. Yeah.
They can play some defense or they can shoot good. They're gonna do one of those two.
Yep.
They're gonna play some D or they're gonna shoot one of them.
And I gotta give y'all your team credit. Y'all got the best owner in the league. As much as Steve Ballmer be paying niggas, Cuban look out for niggas. Cuban looks out for his team in the African American community. I got to give him his props.
Yeah, and Mark Cuban is an owner that you can trust not to say no dumb shit, man.
That's a fact.
I can trust Mark. Mark's not gonna go out here and say some shit like, God damn, Mark Cuban, like how Drew Brees disappointed me with the Saints. Like damn, Drew Brees, why you gonna say that dumb shit?
Bruh, don't even get me started on that nigga, bro. I ain't even watched. I'm watching the Saints, but I'm not even watching the Saints like I usually do. It's
not me neither. I don't watch them like I used to either.
It's different this year, and I just shit talk Taysom Hill on Twitter every fucking chance I get because there's no reason why Jameis Winston should not be playing. Them niggas stop being cowards. Play that nigga. I think they scared to play him because they know that if he starts balling, you can't take him out. Taysom Hill not gonna ball better than Drew Brees.
I feel like
Jameis Winston could ball better than Drew Brees. I feel that with my heart.
Y'all should have learned y'all lesson with Bridgewater. Y'all didn't get that man that money. Looking back, that might have been a good idea. You know, it was undefeated when he was playing. Like, you see how they winning now? Like, they still winning, even though Taysom is like not a real quarterback. Is winning. It's that Tim Tebow effect.
I don't think did they win today? I don't think they won. I think they lost to the
but
Eagles.
They've been winning overall throughout the season.
No, for sure. No. This is Taysom's first loss today, I think. So, but you're absolutely right. They should have took Bridgewater or played Jameis. Don't get me started on the fucking Saints. Jesus Christ. But a team you got to worry about is my team. You might have to worry about us. My man is healthy. My man is 100%. I think you might have the best young player. I think we got the second best. Zion, baby. And B.I., we coming for you. The Pels.
No, I do like Brandon Ingram. I feel like people is like Zion's getting all the the attention.
The hype,
but I feel like
B.I. the killer.
Really the key to that team.
1,000%. Brandon Ingram is a killer. Like a killer. I love it. And to me, I compare him to Tatum. And I think at this moment before the season starts, I think Tatum is better than B.I. right now, like with no games played. But I think B.I. might be better than Tatum by the end of the season.
I could definitely see that because he's got the size. He got that. See, he got that modern player build. He got that KD frame.
Yep, got the KD frame with Kobe footwork. That's the thing. He got the KD frame with the Kobe footwork. But all right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and he got that jump shot. It's not the jump shot ain't like KD jump shot, but it's there. It exists. It's not like he's pedestrian from with range. He can get to the basket and he can shoot. He can hurt you from anywhere.
100%. Okay, what's your favorite manga and anime? Let's get to it.
All right. Like I said, my favorite manga is definitely Kingdom. Yasuhisa Hara. You know what I'm saying? That
Kill
dude
it. Don't spoil nothing. Let me tell you where I'm at. I just got through. Okay, so whatchamacallit, his Shin's teacher died. The one of the 5 generals or whatever. Oki just died, and then they did the thing where it was Mobu and like all the other all the other generals versus that famous nigga, and they had whatchamacallit was scouting it, and they had the other general like bring his scout team to old girl, the dude with the fucking beak or whatever. It was I'm at the war right after. Yeah, I'm at the war right after Oki died.
Okay, so you ain't even hit the part. You ain't even hit that arc yet.
No,
I'm not gonna say you ain't hit the good part because you are at a good part.
No, it's fine right now.
You ain't even hit that arc yet.
Like right now, they just dealing with like turmoil with the nigga that's the representative of the king.
Right.
They dealing with that shit right now.
Right. This is the thing. That's gonna get resolved. Well, actually, in the process of that shit getting resolved, some whole other shit is gonna.
Oh, I'm hyped.
Is gonna come.
I'm hyped. I took a break.
Next, and both of them gonna be shook.
Ooh,
some shit that nobody was prepared for is going to happen.
I'm hyped. Okay, so we got that.
You gotta get to that.
You a One Piece
definitely
fan.
You definitely gotta get to that in Kingdom.
Oh no, I'm doing that. I'm starting that tonight. I had to take a little break because like I always go through breaks on stuff that like my long running series. I had to take a little break, but something that I never take a break from is One Piece. I got to read it week to week.
Right,
it's crack.
But I'm also, I do like One Piece, and I just started Tokyo Revengers.
Ooh, that shit is fire.
I just started Tokyo Revengers, and I also like let me see. What else? I read a lot of manga, man. I read a lot of manga. I could be all day talking about, but I do. That's my top 3. Is you got your Kingdom, got your One Piece, and I've been reading Tokyo Revengers lately. I'm seeing what that's gonna be like.
Favorite One Piece character?
The Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. I've read that too. That's great as well.
For sure. Favorite One Piece character?
Favorite One Piece character? Fleet Admiral Sengoku.
Ooh,
most definitely.
That's interesting coming from you. That's so interesting. You choose the Marine.
Yeah. Fleet Admiral Sengoku.
Being the anti-government nigga, you choose the government nigga? That's crazy.
Like, I feel like Sengoku, and I feel like there's a lot about Sengoku that ain't been fully delved into yet.
For sure.
I feel like as we get down the line, we're going to start finding out like more about Garp and Sengoku's relationship and how they're both necessary things. Like, you got to have order and you have to have the righteous fury as well. You know? Now
it makes sense. As you were talking, it clicked. He's the guy in government that's the one that's trying to fight the problems.
100%. I feel like it's like, and also it's just who he is. He's Sengoku. He has the fucking afro. He has a fro, man. I like any anime character with an afro. Period. Like 100%. When Luffy was boxing and he had the afro, that was fire. Like
Brook.
I mean, Brook has a wavy afro. Brook's afro is amazing, but I like Sengoku. He has the Buddha fruit. You know what I'm saying? He put that Buddha palm on your ass and hit them shock waves on you. He transformed and he had Teach shook at Marineford.
100%. I gotta ask you this question because me and you have tweeted about this. You really think Law the ops?
Yes, I think Law is a cop, man. I think Law is. I think Law is a member of Sword.
I'm not mad at that.
I think Law is a Sword member. I just feel like his connection to Rosinante.
Yep.
Oh, the way he
talked to Sengoku. I saw a thread that made me consider your point a lot more. Like, you could go back to Marineford. Why was Law there? Why did he come? Why is he there with Luffy? It feels like Luffy was his target since then. Kizaru didn't blow him up. It wasn't because of Ben Beckman. He just didn't.
And you gotta think, Law has a habit of being able to pop up in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
This is because Law has inside information. This is because someone's letting Law know, these people are moving here, so you're going to intercept these people here.
And why
there's this Rocky Ford incident that we don't know about. The only other person mentioned in that whole incident was who?
Law.
Kobe.
And Kobe, yeah. And the Marine of Sword, too. 1,000%. And you could look at why didn't Sengoku arrest Law? Why did he save Smoker? Like, there's so many things about it. And then, like you said, with Rosinante, Corazon, that was his inspiration. If Luffy's following Shanks, it only makes sense that Law really might be the ops. Damn.
Yeah, everything points to that. And unless it's just one of them older curveballs.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's building up to that. I like Law as a Marine though. I like Law as a Marine.
Ah, man, I gotta digest that. I gotta digest it some more because, like, I love Law. That's like one of my.
And then his name is Law. His name is Law. I'm laying down the law. I am the laws. Like, what you mean?
100%. 100%. You got a favorite movie or TV show? Even though I know you say you don't watch them, but if you have anything.
My favorite movie? Oh man, my favorite movie has to either be Friday, Django.
Rest in peace, Debo, man.
Or Soul Man.
Ooh, okay. I fuck with Django. I fuck with Friday. Soul Man is an interesting choice.
Soul Man's hilarious, man. That was like the last Bernie Mac movie.
Yep. That was great. That and Mr. 3000 was my shits.
Yes, you had a lot of Samuel L. Jackson motherfuckers in that movie. Everything it took to be funny as hell.
100%.
That's like my big thing. I like a lot of comedy, you know. And Django is like,
that's you.
Like, bro, I'm gonna take the whip from the slave master and whoop his ass with it. Like, we gonna literally go to the Klan rally and shoot up the Klan. That was like everything I wanted to see in a movie. Like
100%. Okay, and the final question we ask everybody: if you're the writer, director, producer to the Phareaux movie, how do you want it to end?
How do I want it to end? That's an interesting question. How would I want that movie to end? I want it to end with I don't want to die. I know I don't die in the end of my movie. I'm not dying. I'm not dying in my movie.
Yo, when niggas hit me with, bro, I'll never forget the first time somebody hit me with that. Nigga was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just die. I was like, huh?
Yeah, I'm not dying in the movie.
Fuck no.
Like, at the end of the movie, I don't die. I die at some point later after the events of the movie. I'm not dying in the movie. But I don't know. I feel like if Phareaux is a movie, I don't know. I feel like I start my my digital media company and I retired from rap and I started, you know what I'm saying? I started creating content and, you know, influencing the world as like, you know, in a positive way. And being a person that could bring about change, a person that inspired people, and putting those people that I inspired to the forefront. You know, 100%. I feel like that's how my movie ends. Me being able to do those things.
Fuck yeah, I fuck with that. That's a great answer. Hell yeah, Phareaux. Man, this is an awesome conversation. We got to have a part 2 because there's so much more I want to talk to you about. Might have to bring you on Anime Talk. Something. We got to do something else because this was an amazing conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Sunday. I mean, I know if you usually shoot this on Sunday, drop it on Monday. I'll be free on Sunday. So
I'm gonna hit you
I don't mind coming back. I'll definitely jump on the pod, talk some shit with y'all whenever.
Hell yeah. Tell the people where they can find you out on social media and tell them where they can get the album again one more time.
All right, man. My Instagram is Out That Swamp. That's OUTDATSWAMP. That's Out That Swamp on Instagram. And it's 337 Phareaux on Twitter. My link is in both of those bios. You can get the album on YouTube. You can get it on SoundCloud. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on Tidal. You can get it on Pandora. You can get it wherever. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get on that. And that's what it is. This isn't even my final form out right now. Make sure y'all go get that. Follow me. Yeah. And that's what it is.
Hell yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Phareaux. Y'all make sure y'all go get This Isn't My Final Form. Album is great. Like, really, really dope. One of the best lyrical albums and one of the best content albums I heard this year. This album of the year race is getting tough, man. Like, I got so many categories for this Bros Who Think Awards that's coming up. It's going to be tough, but Phareaux's name has got to be up in there. Thank you so much, Phareaux, for coming on the pod, man. And with that being said, let's finish up the show with Bros Who Ball. Want to say thank you to Phareaux for coming on the show. Really, really appreciate you doing that, brother. Had a great conversation with you. It is now time for Bros Who Ball, and joining me as always is my guy, Mr. Adam Schubert. Schubert, preseason basketball is here. The NFL is here. We got a lot to discuss from both football and the basketball perspective. How you doing this week?
Yeah, I'm doing well, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a while since we talked sports, because, we record this on Sunday, so it's been like weeks since we've talked about sports.
It's been a
lot of college stuff has been going on, a lot of NFL. The Pelicans are back. We got some Christmas Day stuff coming up here pretty soon. So, we're going to be getting into basketball pretty soon, and it feels like it's been too long, even though it hasn't.
It definitely has not. Like, it felt like the season just ended, and it's like it's back here already. But I'm not complaining. I'm excited. What's going on in college football? Give us a little update.
Well, this weekend was interesting because you had like Florida go down to LSU.
Yeah, what was that about?
That was wild, huh?
What was that about?
I think LSU's finally found who there's going to be the quarterback of the future.
Oh, with Max Johnson?
Yeah, Max Johnson, but not necessarily saying that he's like the next Joe Burrow or anything like that. But, I think that he's definitely going to give them the ability to be a little bit more competitive moving into next season. At this moment, I feel like the way that's progressing, because LSU's been losing recruits. They've had players who were already on the team be like, I don't want to be on the team anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it's not necessarily the best case situation. Personally, I feel like Ed Orgeron's writing is starting to be on the wall. It could be very similar to a Gene Chizik situation from what happened with Auburn. But, we'll see what happens with LSU, but this was definitely a good way for them to end their year.
Yeah, this was a big win. This is something to get the fans excited for next season. What's going on with the actual winners, though? Now this knocks Florida out, which is crazy.
No, it knocks them out of the playoff. They still got to play against Alabama next week, but, the way that Alabama's playing, it seems like they're just going to cruise in and through that game. The big game next week is going to be, of course, Notre Dame, Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
The belief is that both teams could still make it into the playoff. But that really depends on if Clemson can beat Notre Dame and if it's close. So like if it's a one possession game and Notre Dame loses, then I think Notre Dame gets in at 4. Or maybe even 3, depending on what the committee feels about Ohio State.
That's what I was about to say. Like, how they just changed the rules randomly from 6 to 5, and now Ohio State's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Different people will give you their different perspectives on it. For me personally, I feel like Ohio State deserves to be there. I mean, it's just like pretty obvious that they're the fourth best, maybe third best team in college football. Mm-hmm. So like at the end of the day, I feel like they kind of deserve to be there. Give them that rematch against Clemson, or let them play Notre Dame or whatever, and then Alabama, Clemson, Alabama, Notre Dame. Those seems like the best matchups moving forward. Putting Texas A&M in there to play Alabama again after Alabama beat it by 30 points just really doesn't make too much sense to me.
And there's no Pac-12 team like
USC's undefeated.
That's true,
but I just don't know if. They barely escaped beating UCLA the other day, which I'll give UCLA their props. Chip Kelly is starting to turn that program around, but still,
it's not there yet.
It's not there yet. I mean, I honestly think Auburn ended up firing their coach this past weekend, and with the Auburn opening, I wouldn't be surprised if USC's head coach jumped over to Auburn because of his ties of being an alumni. So. But other names that are being floated around in the Auburn coaching pool are Hugh Freeze from Liberty, UL Lafayette, their coach. And gosh, there's one more name and I just can't think of it at the moment. But, I just think that it was really suspect for Auburn to do that at the moment because, it's a COVID year. There really isn't like that many great coaching candidates out there.
They were fed up, man. They were done with it.
But it's not even like if you like internally, it didn't seem like there was too much of an issue. And like, sure, maybe you weren't at the top of the SEC at that moment, but I mean, like there really wasn't a coach out there that's going to put you up there. I mean, at this point, I feel like if I had to rank the SEC West for the potential of the future, it would probably be Alabama, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, LSU, Auburn, Arkansas. So, and Mississippi State at the bottom. But we'll see what happens with all that. I mean, it's definitely probably the best opening at the moment with Arizona firing their coach, Kevin Sumlin, after getting destroyed 70-0 or 70-7 or something like that.
Oof.
And so that job opens up as well, which is an interesting Pac-12 job for somebody, but Kevin Sumlin.
Yeah, that's just how that goes.
Lovie Smith from Illinois also got fired.
Oof. Well, all right, Shoops. Thanks for the college football update. Let's do the NFL first, just because that's like season going on right now. And boy, Saints fans, did I tell you or did I tell you? That dude's not good, bro. Can we say it? Can we say it? He's not fucking good.
I think this was a really telling.
Talking about Taysom Hill too.
Yeah, I think this was a really telling game for Saints fans where you watched Taysom Hill go up against Jalen Hurts, and you had every opportunity to get a chance to draft Jalen Hurts because I felt like Jalen Hurts gives you the Taysom Hill stuff but is better, and I feel like he did it. He kind of proved that a little bit. I think Jalen Hurts was really the story of the game more so than anything that the Saints did. The Saints didn't play that great, but for Jalen Hurts to go out there and do what he did in a game where he really needed to show that he could play at this level. Yeah. I think he did a great job. And I think, if personally, I don't think the Eagles are going to get off Carson Wentz just because of finances. But I think this opens up for, if you're a team that's looking for a quarterback, you may want to consider
Jalen Hurts. He might look at that. He definitely proved himself. But Saints fans, how do y'all feel? I want to know because it's ridiculous. I told y'all that dude is not the dude. He's not the answer. Dude is a backup gadget player. Let's not act like he's the franchise quarterback. He is the backup gadget player. I don't want to hear shit about him being the future. I don't want to hear shit about him being the franchise. I don't want to hear shit about him being Drew's replacement for 2 to 3 years. No, we need a quarterback. That's a fact. And look, I'm kind of like, let's give Jameis a shot next week. Fuck it. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Might as well. We know what we're going to get from this guy. I don't know what Jameis Winston brings.
What's next week's game?
Next week's game's the Chiefs, baby.
Oof. And can Drew play? I don't know, man.
He shouldn't play. Drew should not play till the playoffs, bro. Let's be real. Dude had 11 to 12 broken ribs. What do we? Why would he play until the playoffs? Like, but they probably gonna roll with Taysom next week, and we're gonna get our ass. We're gonna get our ass bust next week. I'm letting it be known. Patrick Mahomes, where we playing at? In New Orleans? Patrick Mahomes coming into the dome and dropping 40 on us. A 40 piece. Get ready. Get ready, Saints fans. And I know y'all are like, oh no, we're gonna beat the Chiefs. We're the best team in the league. Chiefs about to smoke our fucking boots.
I mean, the Chiefs played a bad game today against a pretty solid defensive team in Miami, and they still ended up winning.
And they still won. That's my thing. When the Chiefs play bad, they still find a way to win. That's a good team. That's a Super Bowl winning team. Saints? I don't know. And I'm saying this because we should not have lost to fucking Philadelphia.
No, this was, Philadelphia was playing an experiment. Today was an experiment for Philadelphia, and it ended up paying off for them, but it's not something that, like, we should have happened.
Exactly. Bro, what? Saints best defense, presume best team in the NFC, and you lose to Philly? What?
Yeah, I mean, there was some massive mistakes, like the Miles Sanders 70-yard run or whatever. There was, that was Quan Alexander running through the wrong gap, getting, people getting, drove off by a Philly O-line that really hasn't performed very well all season. It was pretty embarrassing.
Yep.
So, Saints really need to figure out what they got going on, because, you drop that game against the Chiefs. Now you have no choice, but you're going to have to go to a freezing Lambeau in the playoffs. So.
And then like we got to
mess themselves up big time.
Taysom Hill's turnovers, man, a fumble and an interception. Dude is fumble-rooski. It's like, let's call a spade a fucking spade.
So I mean, I'm with you. Maybe see what you got in Jameis, because I'm more so leaning that you go with someone completely different post Drew. I like the talk about bringing Matt Stafford in.
I'm not mad at that. I like that. Wait, who said that? Where did you get that from? Because I feel like I said that like a couple weeks ago. I was talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Ian. That was the week you did not come on Bros Who Ball. I told Ian on the show that week, I was like, go pull up the tapes. I was like, yo, if Matt Stafford's a free agent, he can come through. I would fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes the most sense for Matt Stafford and, for the Lions to move off him. And, I think he would do best.
Oh my gosh. We would kill. Like, let's not act like Matt Stafford's not a baller. He's just on a shitty team.
Well, that's the thing. Like, anytime you watch the Lions are always in the game. Like, there's very rare games where the Lions play and they get blown out. Like
look at Stafford's stats this week. Stafford threw 24, 34, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, compared to Aaron Rodgers, who threw 3, but he had 290 yards. Aaron Rodgers has a better team. Like, I think Stafford might have went down with an injury, maybe. Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah. Chase Daniel had to come in the end.
Yeah, so, come through Stafford. I would much rather you over the two guys we got. So that's a fact. Another game that was interesting that happened today. A lot of the teams that we expected to win.
I would say Washington and San Francisco. We saw with Washington getting that big win against the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers at the time last week. Today Washington's defense pretty much willed them to a victory against the 49ers. Their defense is legit. It's real.
And the Giants lost, so Washington's in charge of the East right now, looking like they're going to
keep in charge of it.
Yep. Sorry, Shoobs. Your G-men gave it their best chance, but y'all are in a bad position. Y'all have a good coach. Y'all are making a good culture. Y'all feel like Miami from last year.
Which is, the irony in that is that the defensive coordinator for the Giants was Miami's defensive coordinator last year. So, you can definitely tell the similarities, and Jason Garrett maybe finally figured out his calling of being an offensive coordinator instead of a head coach. I think like they've pretty much put the pieces together to move forward, but I think that Washington's also starting to put it together as well. All they need is a nickname.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact. And Chiefs won, like we said, Titans won, Bucks won. Like I said, a lot of the teams that are expected to win at this time won. The Cardinals won. So right now the standings we're looking at. Oh, well, I guess the big game is, and we could talk about this, the Steelers, man. They went from undefeated. They lost Bud Dupree, which you were going to talk about last week, but we weren't here. And then they end up losing 2 games back to back. The Bills win a game that I think was necessary for the Bills to win to show they're the real deal. I think the Browns are going to experience that on Monday night tonight when you guys are hearing this. And, I think the Bills came out and showed that, we're a playoff team. We're going to do well. Josh Allen's a good quarterback. I think it's Baker Mayfield's shot to show this on Monday night against the Ravens. Get that dub sack.
Yeah, big game tomorrow or tonight for the Browns and the Ravens. I like the Browns.
I do too.
I think that the Browns have a really strong shot of making a run in these playoffs based upon what they do defensively. If the playoffs were today, they'd be the 5th seed playing the Titans. I think that would be a really tough game.
And they won in the regular season, so
they did.
They busted their ass last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
In a pretty big fashion. So, I like what the Browns are putting together, but I also like what the Titans are doing as well. I think that both those 2 teams are poised to be the sleepers. Colts and Dolphins are the other 2 teams in that division, but I feel like, actually, any of those teams who play the Steelers, I think they have a shot. But if they play the Bills, I think the Bills are definitely the second best team in that division. In the
AFC behind Patty Mahomes. I told you, give me my props, man. I was on that Josh Allen for MVP early in the season, because that's my fantasy quarterback. Dude's throwing 4 touchdowns a week with fucking over 200 yards, and I'm like, this dude's killing. And then I started watching games, and I'm like, yo, Josh Allen's really good. Is Josh Allen the second best quarterback in the AFC?
Maybe.
Who else? Let's look at AFC. You got obviously Patrick Mahomes is number 1, obviously, and then after that, what you gonna say? Deshaun Watson, but he's not winning.
No, I was gonna say Lamar, but I mean, even
Lamar's not winning.
His struggles.
Josh is balling. Okay. I'm gonna give Deshaun Watson his credit because Deshaun Watson is very talented. He would probably be the second best, but Josh Allen's third. I'm taking Josh over Lamar at this moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely become one of the 8 quarterbacks out there at the moment. So, and Buffalo, I think, is a Super Bowl team. They are.
Defense is real. Coach is real. I am a Buffalo Bills fan in the AFC. I think them versus Patrick Mahomes in the championships will be great.
In the AFC, I think it's going to be Chiefs or Bills, with the possibility of a sleeper Browns Titans. NFC wise, I think that one's way up in the air.
NFC, Jesus. When you look at that,
pretty crazy.
Seahawks, Rams, Packers. Don't even.
Well, I mean, at this point, the way that Washington's playing, I feel like if Washington gets a Rams or a Buccaneers in the first round, they might just stun them.
They might. That's possible. Is the Saints the best team in the NFC? I don't
They're
want
the most complete team in the NFC. The best team is very hard to say because the Packers really have their holes.
Yeah, the Packers do. I don't think the Packers are the best. I really don't.
So it's very hard because each one of them has really big time glaring errors.
Yeah.
The Cardinals just don't seem like they
are ready.
Are there yet? The Buccaneers, I think Tom's too old. I mean, there's just times where he just makes these throws and you're just like, bro, dude, quit. And then the Seahawks are lacking defense and very injury prone.
But Russ can just put it up there, man. Russ can drop 40 at any given moment with Lockett and Metcalf. But the defense is just so bad.
That's the thing with the NFC. I feel like any of those 7 teams that are getting into the playoffs are going to have a shot at making the Super Bowl.
This honestly might be the Saints' best shot.
I think so. Yeah.
More so than the years before. Drew better come in ready to go. He better come in ready to go. I want to see maybe a couple 30-yard passes. Get that steroid shot. Your ribs are healthy. Let's go, fam. This is your best opportunity to do it. Now, granted, will you beat what comes on that other side? I don't know. But in terms of your division, in terms of getting there, this might be the best chance you got to get there. Because
very true.
It's very weak out here. The Rams have issues, the Seahawks have issues, the Packers have issues, the Bucks have issues, and the Redskins are the fucking Redskins. I mean,
actually, they're the Washington football team.
Yeah, the Washington football. My apologies, Jesus. I laugh at everybody who does that, and I finally did it. So the Washington football team is the football team. but you guys know they're fucking not good. So, you know, I don't want to get my Saints hopes up yet, but like just as much as I'm down on Taysom Hill and as much as I'm down on that, the rest of the team is really good, and this might be their best opportunity. So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But
I feel like Michael Thomas is actually starting to play. I mean, today he actually looked pretty good.
He's getting healthy.
Just imagine if he can get someone who, you know, will actually be able to throw it to him.
Exactly. All right, let's give them the Week 15 games that they should be looking forward to. What you got? Fantasy-wise, are you winning right now? Because I think I'm.
No, Ian's beating me.
Am I winning?
I think he beat me today.
Because like the playoffs are going on, I'm trying to dominate.
But next week is looking at there's not like too many crazy ones. Of course, the Saints Chiefs is the main one to watch out for, and that's in the afternoon. Browns Giants is actually a pretty good game. That's going to be your Sunday night game. Other than that, there really aren't many good ones. I'd say Washington and Seattle is one to watch out for.
It's a week this week. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Washington, Seattle. The Patriots can't make the playoffs, so I mean, Patriots Dolphins. It'll be interesting to see how just Belichick does. But other than that, yeah, I guess the most important game is Chiefs Saints. That's it.
Chiefs Saints and Seattle. And, Washington, because that would be the first round matchup if it was today.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Seattle, Washington, Chiefs, Saints. I got the Chiefs winning, man. I'm just being honest. I'm not betting against Patrick. I'm sorry. I'm not. And I'm gonna take Russ winning because I don't believe Washington is all there. But if they do win that game, that's gonna be this. This will go and prove your theory. Like if they win this game, that's pretty big for Washington.
I'd also be interested in watching Philadelphia and Arizona just because, like, if Jalen Hurts comes in again, like, how is he versus Murray? Those are the two Oklahoma guys.
Yeah.
So, you know,
your college love is tingling. Your college itch is itching. That's what that is.
Well, yeah. Ultimately, I'd love to see Eagles and Dolphins, but I don't think that's happening this year.
No, no way. That Tua and Jalen. Oh, man. But, all right, yeah, that's all we got with the NFL. Let's jump to NBA. I'm hyped. NBA season. KD looked good today. KD looked good. Shout out to my guy Bansky. Your man's is looking good. Kyrie came in and balled. It was shutting niggas up. What's up? Give Brooklyn props, man. Steve Nash had him running the Phoenix offense. It was looking good. Brooklyn looked good.
If for all that I'm saying with messing with Brooklyn, like I did, if you know, someone was asking me what I felt about like who's like your early MVP thoughts, I'm like, honestly, I mean, I think Kevin Durant's probably up there for like, you know, because I mean, he's going to lead that team. He's in the East, so there's not too terrible of competition against him. I don't feel like LeBron's going to get it, even though I feel like he should get it all the time.
Let me play devil's advocate to that because I would agree, but being that it's him coming off of Achilles, I feel like KD's going to just slowly work to the playoffs. Like, I feel like Kyrie's going to be the guy that has to drive this team. Like, KD's going to ball. Like, don't get it twisted. I think KD's going to do really well. But let's not act like he's not coming off an Achilles. And, like, I think Kyrie, from what I saw, at least, granted, it's preseason, but I think Kyrie's going to be, like, a very driving factor for the beginning, at least until we get to after All-Star.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if Brooklyn ends up being a top 3 seed in the East, I think that Durant's in the running for that because, to my assumption of what the way that team's going to go, is that if Kevin Durant has to take a night off, they're not going to win.
That's true too. We gonna see. Look, I'm not gonna quit on old media Kyrie. Like look, I feel
I'm done with him at this point.
Look, just find him. I'm just with it. Just find him. I don't care. If you don't want to talk, cool. Find him every night. I don't give a damn. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. Just have your $25K ready to go. That's all it is. But well, I was hyped.
I would be happier. I'd be happier if he was like doing that stuff to get fined because he knows where the fine money goes.
He doesn't. He does not.
He does because he's a part of the players.
Oh, well, then he does
union.
know.
So he knows where the fine money goes, and it goes to charity. So it's like, is he doing it on purpose to be able to send money to charity? But if that's the case, then why don't you just do it yourself and just be quiet? So I don't know.
You know, that's just Kyrie being Kyrie, but he balled tonight. I got to give him his props. He did his thing. Another NBA storyline before we get to the Pels, because we will talk Pels in a little bit. I want to talk the Hawks. It's been bugging me, man. It's been bugging me. It has been bugging me since the national schedule came out and we didn't talk about this because this was leading into vacation of when the national televised games, people were like, oh, why are they just giving it to Zion? What about Atlanta? What about Trae Young? Trae Young and them are making the playoffs. Trae Young and them are a 4th seed. Trae Young and them are a 3rd seed. Shut up, dog. Shut up. And look, shout out to all the Trae Young stands out there. We got one on our show, my guy Justin. Shout out to my guy Max Van Auken. I know y'all are Trae Young guys. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the people on Twitter that's like, they're one of the best seeds in the East. Like, bro, Atlanta's going to be a 7th or 8th seed at best. At best. Like, did we forget Trae Young doesn't play defense? Like, did we forget about that? Like, what are we going to do when they put him in a 4th quarter where teams every possession is going to target him and say, you stop it? What is he going to do at that point? That's my question, because they did it to Steph. And we're gonna see. Like that team should work. Like I'm looking at, they beat the Magic very well in preseason. DeAndre Hunter 15, John Collins 13, Clint Capella 12, Trae Young 21-7, Danilo 17, Bogdan 18. They got the players. Can they put it together? Can Trae Young be that leader? Is it his time to truly be that guy? And I don't know if I've seen that from him. Like, to me, Bogdan Bogdanović is going to have a big year for them to win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pieces that are going to have to come together for them. I feel like some of the guys that they had previously had in starting roles are now going to be coming off the bench, which I feel like is going to be a benefit to them. Yeah. Because they have experience. They're good players. I like Kevin Huerter. But they also have Chris Dunn on their team, right?
No. I don't know. They might. I don't see his name. I don't see his name on the thing against the Magic.
There's another guy that they have on their bench that's like a fairly solid player. I just can't think of him right at the moment. And of course, they have Reddish. Yeah, they got Reddish, Bruno Fernando, Skylar Mays, Solomon Hill. They got a pretty solid team. Reddish, Trae Young. You know, they're there. We're gonna see, but I just don't think in terms of playoffs. I don't think they're a 4th, a 5th, or a 6th ranked seed. I'm sorry. No, I mean, if we want to talk about right now, I feel like Boston is you got to give them an opportunity to be one of those top 4. I feel like you got to put Brooklyn and you got to put Milwaukee.
Hold on, let me. All right, here we go. All right, boom, I got it up. All right, so let's do. These are we might as well get into our rankings now, and then we'll talk about the Pelicans in a little bit. All right, so let's rank the East Coast. This is preseason on how we think who the best teams are going to be. You got to, like you said, you got to say Boston.
Miami.
You got to say Miami. You got to say Milwaukee. You got to say the Nets.
I would say Brooklyn.
You got to say Brooklyn. That's 4.
That's 4.
And I'm going to say Philly because I think Doc Rivers is going to make something happen. I think Philly.
I think their team isn't set yet, but there's going to be a movement. I feel like if anything, Harden go there.
Yeah, for sure. And but if Miami gives him here, which they reported that Hero is available now, and Harden goes to Miami, sheesh. I think it's either Miami or Philly. He's not going to Brooklyn.
But I would still say Philly's better than Atlanta at this point.
Exactly. So that's 5. And then
and then personally, I think they're right in the same. They're in the same group with Westbrook, Washington,
yeah,
and Indiana.
I would say those 2 teams are ahead of them. Just because
I just don't know about Westbrook yet.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put more stock into the fact that now that Bradley Beal has a teammate that has experience, I'm gonna bet my
drive.
If I have to put my chips on the table behind the Trae Young Hawks or Washington or Bradley Beal and Westbrook, I'm putting it behind them. Trae Young got to show me. See, Luka showed us last year. So when I get to where I put Dallas, it's not going to be unbelievable because he showed us. Trae Young hasn't shown me. So I gotta back Westbrook and Beal because I think Beal is great and Westbrook got something to prove. And then
I feel like Oladipo is better than anyone that's on the Hawks at the moment. So
and Oladipo's playing for a contract. So he about to ball. So and I think Avdia with what he looked with Washington. Look, Avdia can play, man. If they can put it together, Washington, don't be surprised if they're a 5th ranked seed.
The one thing that the East was lacking was star power. And now that you have Westbrook on a team, Westbrook, we've seen will a team in the West to the playoffs.
By himself.
So like just having him with Beal and Washington, like that's a better team than
it should work
than me.
I'm with you. So we got Boston, Nets, and this is just we're not gonna rank
This is
them
no
like
order.
one.
Yeah.
There's no order. We got Boston, Nets, Bucks, Wizards, Pacers, Heat. Yeah, can't forget the Heat. So that's 6. Do we have Toronto?
No.
Above Atlanta?
No.
Damn, you don't think the Raps can do it?
Now they are head in coaching, but I feel like a collective of the rosters, I think Atlanta has a better roster.
They do. I'm not going to deny that. So then, Atlanta would be 7, and we'd have Toronto at like 8. So that's what I'm saying. Atlanta at best 7, 8. Like the East is better than it was last year. If it was last year, maybe they would be 5th or 4th. But I'm not. I'm not betting against KD, Kyrie, Russ, and Beal for fucking Trae Young.
And now, don't let Gordon Hayward and LaMelo Ball beat you for the 8th seed.
True. Yo, if that happens, Hawks fans, I'm talking shit all summer long, baby. I'm talking shit all summer long. If LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward manage to get in the playoffs above y'all, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh because y'all have a better team than them. That's a fact. They just got 2 dudes. But LaMelo Ball, look, him, Miles Bridges, they might make something pop off. They might.
I think if anything, the preseason game that he played shows that he's not over his head.
No,
like, I feel like he is ready to play in the league. Not necessarily. I'm not saying that he's going to come out and be an all-star in the first 2 seasons, but like I think that he can play in this league. And
yes,
if Lonzo Ball can be at the level that he is at, LaMelo's always been supposed to be better than Lonzo.
That's a fact. And look, I'm gonna say this now. LaMelo right now, to me, and I think Lonzo's a better player at this moment. But depending on what is shown, LaMelo could be better than Lonzo by the end of the season. But I still think Lonzo going to be MIP this year. I think he's going to be most improved. And that leads us into the West. Let's talk Pellies. Look, Zion is 100. Like, Zion is 100%. It's crazy. Before, and I know everybody was like, temper expectations. They're going to be 10th, 9th, 8th seed. I said that I didn't like how ESPN ranked Zion ahead of a lot of known quality stars. I didn't like that. I didn't think that was fair to him. I don't think that's fair to the Pelicans team. But with all of that being said, am I buying the Kool-Aid? Because I think this team might be 7th, 8th.
Well, I think like what really kind
6th?
I really think what sets the Pelicans for success this year is Steven Adams. Like having Steven Adams on your team, that's better than Derek Favors. That's better than Jahlil Okafor. I mean, this is like a solid number 5. And it takes some pressure off of Zion to be able to not have to be the rebounder.
Yeah, and let me give Doom some credit because Doom had me thinking for like a bunch of weeks on this. Doom hit me with, Steve, we have a top 5 center on our team, and I had to think about that. Jokic, Embiid, who's next? Do you go Karl Anthony Towns because of talent? Or do you go to Steven Adams because of dependability? Doom had me thinking about
What about Clint Capella?
No, bro, no way. Steven Adams better than Clint Capella. No fucking way. I argued Karl Anthony Towns against this. I said Karl Anthony Towns, you have to say is better at 3. But then Steven Adams has to be 4 or 5, huh? Who do you say? Vucevic for Orlando, but he doesn't win. Like talent-wise, maybe Vucevic.
I think like having themselves proved. Like I feel like eventually, and my big take is this year is I think the Suns are top tier.
Yeah,
and I feel like Ayton is about to break out. So like, but at this moment, I think Steven Adams is a better center than Ayton. But I feel like at the end of the season might be different. But
Steven Adams at this moment is a top 5 center. We have that. That's a fact. And then,
I totally agree with that.
And then we have one of the best defensive guards in Bledsoe. Like he was all defense last year. And if Lonzo is the defender that I think he is, and the player that I think he is, with the killer of Brandon Ingram and the unknownness of is Zion the guy that we saw last year, or is he going to be the guy that I'm hearing about from training camp who played at Duke? If he's that guy, Watch out. That's why the Pelicans got all the national TV games. Like,
I feel like the bench is littered with potential young players and good role players. I think Ellie's a good role player.
You got JJ, veteran leader, and then they're saying Nickeil Alexander-Walker's looking like a dog. That's what I'm
saying. Like, I feel like Josh Hart and Nah are like your 7-8 players.
I'm hearing Nah is looking great. I'm hearing Nah might be 6 man on this team. I'm hearing Nah. Like, Nah changed his number to 6. He's about to be the 6th god. I see him out there, bro. I see you, Nickeil. I fuck with it. I'm with you. I want to see you succeed, brother. And they're saying Josh Hart is very valuable to this team. He is, because he's like one of the only people that can guard wings of the LeBron Jameses, the Kawhis. Granted, he won't stop them, but he's one of the few people we have that can do it. Now, the interesting thing is going to be, how does Wenyen Gabriel come in? Like, is he going to be playing a lot of minutes? What about Willie Hernan-Gomez? All these other guys. Where are we going to get defense from? We know what we're going to get from Brandon Ingram, Zion, for the most part, Eric Bledsoe, Lonzo, and Steven Adams. But it's like, what can the bench guys do to elevate that?
And I think, the way that they set up the playoffs for this year and having like sort of a play-in system.
Oh, Pels in it, baby.
The Pels are in that. Like,
that's a fact.
I think, a majority of last year they were fighting with Memphis, and I feel like Memphis is not going to be as good as they were before, especially in comparison to some of the teams that are on the rise.
Let me tell you something, Memphis fans. Y'all aren't as good as us. Y'all aren't. Y'all didn't get
Phoenix.
better. Y'all aren't as good as Phoenix. Y'all aren't as good as us. Y'all didn't do shit in the summer. Like, y'all didn't add anything. Like, look, all right, let's talk. Let's get into. I'm not going to talk about Phoenix. I just want to say who I think, what we did with the East. Let's do that with the West, and I think that'll say where I have Phoenix. So number one has to be the Lakers. The Lakers are incredible.
Lakers, Clippers, Golden State.
You got
Denver.
Golden State. Wait, hold on. No, you tripping.
Well, I'm saying we're not putting in order.
I gotta put some kind of order on this, because I gotta give some credit.
Lakers number one.
Lakers gotta be one, because I can't do it with the East, but with the West, I think I can do it.
Personally, I say Denver's 2.
See, this is where it gets interesting for me,
because they proved themselves.
Are the Clippers 2?
I think they lost a lot of their dog, like losing Harrell. What did they add?
They added Serge, and that's chemistry for Kawhi. That's chemistry for Kawhi, and that's better. That's better than Harrell. I don't care what anybody says. Serge is better for that team than Harrell is, and I truly believe, and no media person will talk about this, but you have to play into the fact.
Who's coaching now?
It's Ty Lue, and I think that's important, because we might not like Ty Lue as a coach, but I think this is key. There's no way you can convince me that Paul George and Doc Rivers got along when Paul George cheated on Doc Rivers' daughter with a stripper. I'm sorry. That just doesn't work. I just don't think that worked. I really don't think that, like, they might have made, they're professionals and we never heard anything about it, but that played into the factor. That played into it. Paul didn't get along with Doc, and you can tell that from his all the smoke interview with Matt Barnes and them. That's why I got the Clippers too. I'm gonna believe what I argued in the East for Westbrook and Beal, it's times 2 for Kawhi and fucking Paul George.
But you would agree that at least Denver's 3.
This is where it gets interesting. Let's talk about it. Let's talk this out. What did Denver do? Did Denver do anything? Denver lost Jeremy Grant. Denver lost some pieces. Is it wrong of me to put Dallas 3?
Yes.
Dang.
Because they didn't add anything.
But they did, though. They got their player back. If Porzingis doesn't get injured, I talk about this with Phareaux in his interview, they might beat the Clippers. And I think they're better than. Look, if you ask me, am I choosing Jamal Murray and Jokic over Porzingis and Luka?
Well, I mean, it all really depends on like how Denver developed. Because because Bol came on late. Bol, this is technically his rookie year.
But it's really about Porter.
Going to play a rookie of the year kind of season? Is Porter going to be the guy who's possible to be
your
most
third,
improved?
Yeah, your third option, or maybe even second option on some points, really. Like, that's the thing with Denver. And that's why I'm going with commodities that I know. Because if what you're saying is true, then yes, Denver's 3. If Bol and Porter develop, because you lost Jeremy Grant and you got to get his numbers, if Porter is who everybody thinks he is, Denver is 3. But boy, I'm not putting them there in my preseason rankings. I'm going with the hype. I'm going with the foreigner. He's my MVP favorite. I'm going with Luka, man. This is Luka time, bro. He about to ball out. I got him at 3. And then I got Denver at 4. I'm not going to be crazy and put Denver any lower than 4.
Now, I don't think whether or not where I put them, I feel like I have the same 4.
Okay. So. All right. I'm with you on that. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Do you go Steph Curry and what he can do with Draymond, Wiseman, Wiggins, Oubre, or do you go with Phoenix at 5?
Personally, I go Phoenix.
And I'm leaning Phoenix. I'm as much as I love Steph Curry, I just don't know if it's 5. Like, I think Steph Curry's going to make the playoffs. I think he's going to be 6th. I got Phoenix at 5. I'm with you. Phoenix is tough, bro. Like, when what Chris Paul did with OKC, if Chris Paul could do what he did with OKC with Denver, I mean, with Phoenix, with Booker, Ayton, nah. Like, that's better than Danilo Gallinari and Adams. Even though we just said Adams is ranked higher than Ayton, I'm saying it's better because of Booker. But like you said, Ayton should have a breakout year this year with Chris Paul.
Yeah, and Chris Paul has always kind of made centers
elevate better. Yeah, definitely.
I think bringing Jay Crowder over from Miami, that gives you like a veteran bench culture guy. I think Bridges is good. They brought Etuan from the Pels. I think that's another good bench player.
That's what you bring. You bring culture guys around Bridges and Cam Johnson, and you show them how to play. And then Phoenix is set up to be good. I got Phoenix at 5. I
like their coach.
100. Shout out Monty Williams. One of the Pels' biggest mistakes of the Anthony Davis era is getting rid of Monty Williams. I'll never stop saying that. They should have kept him, and if they would have kept him, maybe they keep AD. But I digress. Or maybe the team is better. I digress still, though. All right, next up. So we got Lakers, Clippers. You go Denver. I go Dallas. But those are 4. And then we go Phoenix, and we agree Phoenix and Golden State 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not going lower than 10.
No.
Because that's the play-in. You got to say Portland.
That's what I was going to say. I think you're going to go Portland.
At 7.
Yeah, you're going to go Portland. Honestly, what we're talking about 8?
Mm-hmm.
I think, you've got to consider Utah for a second, but honestly, I feel like the Pels roster is better than theirs.
Ooh, Utah fell so under the radar because I was about to give some credit to fucking John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Now, if they can play with Harden, then
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, can they play with Harden? Because, like, John Wall looks like he back. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it about Boogie. I don't know about Boogie, but John Wall himself looks like he's back. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Houston to me is the wild card this year. Does James Harden stay? Does Wall and Harden get along? Like, they're the wild card. So I put them at 9. Portland at 7. You got me scared about Utah, but I'll put Utah at 10 and put the Pels at 8. And that's not homer bias because we saw it when Donovan Mitchell and Brandon Ingram go head-to-head. Brandon Ingram bust his fucking ass. And they have a better roster than Utah. They do. The thing is, can Donovan Mitchell? Because
we're talking about top centers. I feel like we forgot about Gobert, but I feel like now that you have Steven Adams, you have someone who can match with him. So,
True. And look, and Utah fans, y'all might be upset, but like I got y'all in the play-in. Y'all definitely make the play-in. And the only reason why I put Houston above y'all is because we don't know if Harden gets traded. And if Harden doesn't get traded, there's no way him and John Wall don't at least make the play-in. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, the only other team that's like knocking on the door on the outside, I guess, is Memphis.
I would say the T-Wolves over Memphis, and that's my hot take.
Maybe.
I think Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell get it together this year, and I think the T-Wolves might be the league pass team that like people are interested in watching, and they're one of the teams that can maybe make the play-in. I think they'll be close, and I honestly think they'll be better than Memphis. I really do. I got the T-Wolves at 11, even though I know we said we weren't doing that, but I think the T-Wolves have a shot at making the play-in if Houston implodes.
Very possible. Very possible.
Yep. So, who you liking for MVP? You liking KD? That's your favorite? Luka's my MVP pick.
I like Luka, I like KD, and I like
No love to Bucks and Giannis Nation on this show right now.
I'm about sick of him.
Yeah, me too. They gotta win. They gotta prove some shit. I want to see him do it too because they got Drew, and I'm a Drew fan. But we got to see how that works because I know Drew is not necessarily the best second option. I know that from years of experience.
Yeah, I mean MVP in the NBA for me is always a hard one. Like I just don't really know how to put that. I do feel very confident.
I'm not mad at your KD take. I think Steph could be up for MVP too.
Well, if Steph can be up for MVP, then I feel like Chris Paul could be up for MVP. So,
but no, I'm saying that because I think Steph is going to have monstrous numbers and lead Golden State to that 5th or 6th seed. And if that's the case,
he needs to.
That's Westbrook Harden stuff.
He needs to without Clay.
And Steph has already shown he's a champion. So like he's been a unanimous MVP. I'm just saying the league Curry's favor, and I wouldn't be surprised that like.
My thing with Golden State is like don't be surprised if Golden State ends up falling completely off.
Oh, true. Because
they got a lot to work out. They still don't have Clay. Draymond is definitely on the downturn. We don't know what Wiseman's going to be.
We don't know what Wiggins is.
Steph is what? Is he 35 now? Like he's.
I mean, like not 35, huh?
Dude may look like he's 27 years old, but I mean, like he's in his 30s. So
he's
like there's got to be
30s.
There's got to be a point where like it falls off just a little bit.
He's 32. So he's not there yet, but he's getting there. I get what you're saying. It's not there yet. I'm not gonna put it out on him.
We've seen Steph plenty of times in like his prime, like take one little ankle turn and like he's out for 4 weeks.
That's
so
true.
It's like
in Golden State, if that happens,
can they handle that?
Yeah, no, exactly. We're giving a lot of credit to Steph Curry to have them at 6.
He's great, because he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, we are.
The greatest ever.
That's a fact. Greatest shooter ever. And got to give him his respect. That's why we got him at 6. All right, I'm not mad at our West list. I'm not mad at our West list at all. I'm excited, and we're going to talk more Pels after the preseason. I'm going to bring in Ryan Hebert, I believe, onto the show next week. We're going to have a Pels media guest to break it down and everything, so be on the lookout for that. But that's all we got this week, Shuby, man. Tell the people where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ashubert14. I was tweeting a lot about the college football this weekend and today, and all about Gus Malzahn and getting ready for his Senate race. So you can also listen to the Bros Who Binge podcast.
Back
it comes
Wednesday,
out on
Thursday, yeah.
We'll be back this week having a long episode talking about everything that happened during the Disney Investor Day, as well as two Mandalorian episodes. So wait,
is it 2 really?
Because we talked about them both on Twitch, but we didn't talk about them on the podcast.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Twitch. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitch. Late Nights with Lynn. Schubert comes on every Thursday night or every Friday night, and we talk about Mandalorian. And yeah, that's for our early reactions. But for our deep dives, Bros Who Binge, we do have 2 episodes. You're absolutely right. Okay, yeah. And last week's episode was great. We didn't talk about it on the Twitch though. I made sure we didn't, not too much, because I'm excited about this last episode.
You can also listen to our most recent Run It Back, where we talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly, which very much fills in with what we're talking about with Mandalorian at the moment.
Yep, great episode of Run It Back. Y'all make sure y'all check that out, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. And for all information about what's going on with the network, follow us at Bros Who Think on Twitter. A new anime talk will be out on Tuesday. Me and Chris are going to do back-to-back weeks because we missed, and we can't go any longer without talking about Attack on Titan because the new season started. So we're going to give y'all back-to-back weeks. And so y'all have that. On Thursday, you'll have Bros Who Binge, and y'all will have some subsequent anime manga videos throughout there. The Akira running back is coming. I don't want to say it's coming this week. I want to tell y'all it's coming next week. That's my gut feeling right now. I think it's going to get recorded this week to come out next week. So yeah, I know it's been supposed to be out, but give us some time. This is Akira. We're going to make it great. But all right, that's all the time we got this week. For Doom, for Brooklyn, for Schubert, for Phareaux, my name is Lyndon. You guys have a great one. We will talk to you again next Monday. Until then, peace.